Hi guys, hello. Hi Milk. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm ready to get started. Did we already? Nope. Oop. I'm doing alright. I'm a bit sleepy, but that's pretty normal. Yes, we're gonna... Who wore this collar? Oops. We're gonna skip to the common route. Fuck you. We're not doing the prologue as usual. We're skipping through. It's the guys! I have no idea. Hi Tailgater, I'm doing good. I have no clue how to get onto ARISU's route. Hold on. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look it up. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna be a big tanuki and look it up. How to get on ARISU route. Collar. X Malice. Oh yeah, are you feeling better from that? I hope you're doing better. I know lately you've been on and off with the headaches, but... Okay. Be honest. Third option. Ask their reasons. We don't report the incident because we're not fucking stupid. Skip through. Sorry, my guy. Sorry, Mochida. We ain't reading all that. We've read that. This would be the fourth time we've had to read through this. Hello, Sussy Sayaki. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Catman! It's him! Sussy Catman. Mukai! Oh, that's when we first met earlier, my first impression that was you were a very strange man. Don't say that. I didn't mean it like that. I thought your tie pin and hairstyle was very unusual for a supervisor. I wouldn't call cats direct, but sure. I think I know what you mean. When I see stray cats, I always end up trying to play with them. Some of them just run away from me and scamper off. Don't do that, man. He loves cats that much? It's a little surprising.
君も犬か猫で例えたら猫に似てるね。俺の
Oh?
顔色を伺わずに言いたいことを言っちゃうとことかさ。
No, actually I was saying.
この調子で好き放題言いたいこと言ってくれた方がいいな。なんならタメ口でもいいよ。名前も呼び捨てでいいし。
I'd rather not, currently. I don't think that's...
そう？まあ、呼んでくれて全然構わないから考えておいてよ。
Right. Sure, yeah, my dude. He was so assertive I couldn't even speak. Anyway, I doubt we'll ever be on such familiar terms. Oh, you'd be surprised, girl. You'd be so surprised. Making my way downtown, walking fast, strangers pass, and I'm homebound. Ba ba da ba da ba da, ba ba da ba da ba da ba da da. Na 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 da 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 da. Ba ba da ba da ba da, ba ba da ba da ba da ba da da. Okay, go off, King. Go off. Don't worry, Anna. No. Don't worry, Anangi. We'll be on your route soon. You'll get your time to shine. The collar goes off. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I trust that. Because I am absolutely also reading the entire thing. Skip, 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 skip. Fucking giraffe next to Sasuke. Can I get to the next option yet? Holy shit, they like to yap. It's him! It's him! It's Okazaki! Okazaki's here! It's him! It's him! Guys, it's him! Oh, he's gone. Boo! Bring him back! Yeah, you're fucking insane. Exactly. Who fucking ordered a yappuccino? Okay, apparently it's this one. We're fucking skipping this shit. My Okazaki! Bring him back! No, bring him back! Kazuki! Yes, we know he's going through a bit of a thing. Okazaki! He's back! Yay! Look at him! I love him. It's him! Psyche! My sussy dude! Cool. Okay, now we're getting up to Enomoto. He yaps a lot. We're gonna continue to skip through this. They start arguing like a bunch of kids. I understand. And we're gonna continue skipping through this because this is the 4th time we've gone through this. Can we move on? Yes. We gotta go over the X-Day cases. Blah blah blah. I didn't order the cappuccino. It's Okazaki again! Yay! Yay! Okazaki! Yay! Hooray! Okazaki! Yes, please walk us home. It makes me sad that I'm gonna have to make the choice that I'm about to make. Thanks, Dreamcord. I'm sorry, Okazaki. I have to choose this one. I can't do your route today. Akito, hello. Please, I know you're part of the terrorist organization, but please stop that. It'd be great if you'd stop that. Next. Next. That's enough for now. We gotta go to forensics. I took a deep breath and in front of the door to forensic. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Opened the door and spoke to a man sitting just beyond it. Good afternoon, I'm Mary Hoshino from SRCPO local office. Is Kotoho Sakuragawa in? A woman reached at the desk further inside and reacted to the call out. She was the woman I'd seen in the photo. This was definitely Sakuragawa. It's my girl! Sakuragawa! Sakuragawa's eyes went wide as she saw me, and she approached me right away. Good afternoon, I'm... Okay! That current response, Sakuragawa exited the room immediately, without even waiting for me to do likewise. Okay, I think we've already seen this dialogue. Oh, wait. I thought about blah blah. But now it's right in the thick of it. I think there's a... Ooh, it really is different! It really is different. It's so different. Holy shit. It really does change depending on the route we're on. All this time, and there's still no sign of the X-Day incidents will be solved any day soon. It's a complex case, but even still, there must be other reasons the investigation had stalled. Like, there being a mole. I heard that the brass have been muttering about it. It's even possible the spy was in this precinct. Heck, I'm even sort of a spy. Voluntarily. You're being held at gunpoint, girl! Come on, what do you mean involuntarily? That's a bit more than involuntary, girl. Keeping in mind that Sakuragawa could be that very mole, I chose my words carefully. Since I've been assigned to the special district, I've listened to the voices of the citizens. What the people want is a peaceful, normal life. Adonis threatens that peace. I believe that the methods we've been using up to this point will not solve the case fast enough. Hi, Poochie! I believe in you. I believe in you. You could do it. Though he's a former officer, I'm aware that sharing classified info with him is illegal. However, in the latest situation, I'd like to bet on the group not bound by the Force's rules. When I decided to cooperate with him, I did so knowing that I may be fired. I accept that. Yes, Queen. Yes! I thought about it! Sakuragawa gave me a glance before letting her shoulders dip in a small sigh. Oh, thank you, Sakuragawa! Getting her approval so easily was a relief. Oh, by way of thanks, I know this really good barbecue place. I'd treat you to dinner sometime. God, I love her. Her and her meat. That's me. Fuck, she's just like me for real, for real. Sure thing. We traded contact information as I parted ways with Sakuragawa for now. But given that I'm investigating the department too, I couldn't go into too many details with her. Forensics examines evidence, but they could also fake or destroy it, right? Of course, that sort of thing wasn't limited to just forensics. If there was an honest sympathizer here in the precinct, then all info on the investigation would flow right to them. It'd be easy to stay one step ahead. Of course, it'd be possible others have been collared and are being used like me. Knowing that, everyone suddenly looks suspicious. Don't be 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 suspicious. I'm sorry. If I lose Stellar Blade, it succeed unknown. So hope I'm a good. I believe in you. All this. Oh my God, our instincts are right. Shiraishi is both an officer and part of the office group. He could easily plant both letters. He is the Sussy-baka! And given that he's in the crime lab, he could tamper with evidence all he wanted. Look, I'm gonna spoil this route out right away. He's a fucking mole. Then there's his reaction to my caller. It was like he found my situation funny. Investigating him first seemed to be the best idea. Though I had absolutely no idea how I was supposed to interrogate someone like him. Maybe I'll hit on Mukai first. She was in the same department and seemed like a much easier target than the man himself. Okay, I have a plan. After I finish up my work, I'll go talk to Mukai. I believe in you, Queen! Hooray! Chapter 1! We're on Catman's route! The minute I got back to my desk, Mochida called me over. Oh, sorry. Did something happen? Uh-oh. Then... Yep, and then we failed to find them. Yep. Yeah, Catman route! Catman's route! Okay. My phone buzzed in my pocket. I grabbed and looked at the screen to see who it was from. Okay, bitch. The timing of this text led me to believe that it was in regard to the same case. Alright, I'll head after. Alright, I'm fucking stupid, guys. Alright, I'll head right there after work. I shot him a reply and took a deep breath. After that, I was overwhelmed by a relentless storm of phone calls regarding the case. Since it occurred in a residential district, it's apparently a horde of rubberneckers. So many people called asking what had happened that the next time I looked up, it was night. Alright, thank you. Gathering my things together, I stepped out into the hallway towards forensics. I bet they have to be busy too, what with the new incident today. Because it was so busy, I worried that Mukai wouldn't have time to talk with me. I didn't want to talk with Shiraishi around, but I also didn't want to drag her off anywhere. Well, honestly, I'd just be happy not to bump into Shiraishi. A queen, me too. Me too sometimes. He's scary. Thinking back on how amused he seemed about my situation depressed me for a moment. If he sees me, he'll probably tease me again. Feeling slightly apprehensive, I came to a stop in front of the door to the crime lab. I gave the door a quick rap, praying that it would be Mukai who came to answer it. Huh? I'd been prepared for the worst, but the seconds dragged on and no one came out. Isn't anyone in? Wondering maybe if they hadn't heard me, I raised my hand to knock again. That's Shiraishi and Mukai, right? Sounds like they're in the middle of something. I've come this far. I wanted to at least probe the situation and see what I could dig up. Quietly opening the door a crack, I peeked at the faces inside. My queen! Mukai! Mukai!
中でも挫折を体験し失意の底にいる人間が犯行に及ぶケースは多い。自身が抱える問題を他者にすり替え自己正当化のために仮想敵を作り出す。そして過剰なまでの武力をもって躊躇なく対象を殺害する。世間が騒ぐことに快感を覚え最後は自殺する特徴も多く見られる。捕まった場合は死刑になることを除き生きながら得ようなんて考えはない。つまりアドニスは何を犠牲にしても汚れた日本を再生するという目的を遂行しようとしている。組織ぐるみの犯行といっても統率している人物が必ずいるはずだ。少なくともその人物は自分が間違っているなんてみじんも思っていない。だから躊躇せずに人を殺せるんだ。己こそが正義。
典型的ですわね。
He spoke firmly, broking no interruption. This man debating criminal psychology was totally different to the one who teased me.
カウントダウンと称して人目につく形で事件を公にしているのも自身の行いを海外ならともかくこれだけの規模の事件が起こるなんて前代未聞だよ。
日本では銃や爆薬の入手が困難ですから。長年武器によるテロなんて無縁でしたもん。
そう。日本は規則を重んじ道徳的な人間の集まりだと言われてきたけど。
Okay, okay, man. Oh, fuck. Go off, go off. This is interesting, actually. Yeah, fuck that mission. I had honestly suspected Shiraishi of being an Adonis mole. But if he was a spy for them, he wouldn't be analyzing their actions that coldly. Thinking about it, those two letters were odd. Why not just leave both of them at the office? There was no logical benefit for Shiraishi to plant one on himself, inviting suspicion. Maybe instead the real mole planted on him, to direct our suspicions at— Girl! No! No, Queen! No! You were on the right track! That seemed like the more reasonable theory. God damn it, Queen! That it's possible that the mole is someone with a grudge against Shiraishi? God damn it, Queen! You weren't supposed to do that! Huh? Only now did I notice that he was staring directly at me. I'm sorry. I didn't knock, but no one answered.
いやー、俺より向井さんの声でしょ。さっきまで持論を展開してたし。
責任を人に押し付けないでください。まったく、これだから主任は。
Great, they're starting to argue again. Mom and Dad are fighting. Mom, Dad, please stop. It seemed a little easier to do that now, especially since listening to what Shiraishi had said made me suspect him a little less. Now that the question do I do some what? Now the question was, do I do some serious digging, or do I pretend I was just passing by?
君がここに進んでくるとは考えにくい。何か目的があるんでしょ。普通なら今日起きた X デー事件について探りに来たとか。
What? What the fuck you want, man?
さっき声をかけたとき、君は向井さんを気にしてた。つまり用があるのは彼女に対して。事件のことなら俺に聞いた方が早い。ってことは、俺に聞けないことを彼女に聞きたいんでしょ。例えば、犯人と疑わしい俺のこととかね。
What the fuck is he doing with his eye? What the fuck is he doing with his eye? I don't think I've noticed this before. He's like fucking pulling his eyelid up. What the fuck? Wait. Wait. Hold on, I need that. I need confirmation that I'm not crazy for asking this. Push his eyelid up in his. Dude, I swear to God, I never noticed that he does that. That's crazy, actually. Maybe. No. What's it to you, bitch? With all my memento gone, I stood there like an idiot. Shiraichi's smile only grew wider. Fuck you! Get off my ass! I think Sandy was right. I think Insanity was right. She said I probably wasn't gonna like him. And I think she's right. God fucking damn it. I think she's right. I think you're right. I think Insanity's right. No. So far, I don't think I hate him more than Sasuke, but he's definitely not winning any points. He's definitely not scoring any points in my book. Yeah, I did see this coming, but still. Shaishi probably sees me as nothing more than a particularly fun toy to play with. He was making me put in my copy of Hitman 3 to play these damn levels. Damn. Are you playing Code Vein? I was there kicking myself for being dumb when Mukai interrupted us. Oh, I'm assuming days gone by then. Okay. Sandy believes that she has a theory that Shiraishi is autistic, and honestly, I believe it. I believe it. Damn, not Bruce Lee.
あれ、そうなの？
星野さん、ご覧のように主任は致命的なまでに空気が読めないのです。
Yeah, take it easy. I hope words. I hope you start feeling better soon.
思わず鈍器で殴りたくなるような衝動に駆られても不思議ではありませんわ。
God, I love you, Mukai. She is a girl's girl, and I love her. Bash him over the head. For a second, I thought she was making a joke, but there wasn't a trace of humor in her eyes.
向井さんほど俺に殺意を向けてくる人っていないと思うけどな。
お褒めの言葉ありがとうございます。
Wait, was that a compliment? It was technically her superior. Could she really get away with saying that stuff? I looked up between the two of them confusedly.
ああ、俺たちはいつもこんなだから。
主任と一括りにされたくありませんわ。
Tell your doctor that! Make sure you write a note reminding yourself what to ask your doctor about before you go. Or write a note, write something in like a notepad or something, and bring that to the doctor's office. Like write stuff down as you remember it, and bring that to the doctor's office so you know what to ask.
うわー、ひどいな。向井さんをスカウトしたのは俺なのに。
それはそれ、これはこれです。
What do you mean you scouted her?
ああ、新宿署に出向するときね、同行者に向井さんを推薦したんだ。彼女こう見えてなかなか有能だから、これで口うるさくなかったら最高なんだけど。
Fuck you! Get off her ass! She's only a shrew because it's you! Oh. Yeah, even so, next time you go to your primary doctor or whoever you normally see, you should probably talk to him or her about that.
主任、こう見えてと口うるさいは余計です。
え、向井さん猫かぶろうとしてるの？やめときなってすぐボロが出るよ。
I'm gonna bash him over the head.
喧嘩を売っておられますね。ええ、買いますわ。ちょうどここに凶器になりそうな分厚い本もあることですし。
Mukai quickly lifted a huge hardbound book. Huh? She can't be serious. Oh, she's serious, and I love her for that. I looked over at Mukai. Once again, her eyes had no sign of frivolity. Mukai, I think Shiraishi was trying to say that you're skilled and he trusts your ability.
信頼とかじゃないよ。使えるなって思えるのが彼女だけだったって話。
I'm trying to help. Don't sabotage me. Tried to convey that to Shiraishi with a look, but it didn't seem to register.
いけない。私ったらついお恥ずかしいところをお見せしてしまいましたわね。
It's okay, Mukai. I forgive you for all your crimes because you can do no wrong. But apparently it was good enough to get Mukai to calm down. Inwardly, I breathed a sigh of relief when she put down the giant book back down. Holy shit, I can't speak.
まあ、見ての通り、彼女は俺のこと嫌ってるんだ。
I don't blame her. I must say you probably earned it.
ええ、星野さんのおっしゃる通り。私、本来は温厚な性格ですのよ。
That's good. I'm glad you don't have a headache today.
向井さんが温厚。あははは、面白い冗談だね。
人として終わっている主任にとやかく言われたくありません。
Go off, Queen. Go off, Mukai. It seems a bit harsh. It's not harsh.
そうなんですのよ、星野さん。猫を飼うゆとりがないからって普通こんなファッションなんてします？
誰に迷惑かけてるわけでもないし、いいでしょ別に。
これです。基本他人のことなんて気にしませんの。無頓着ですのよ。言葉も選ばないので、接した人から恨みを買うのはいつものことですし。
Robert, he pisses me off. I can't escape the allegations of not liking Shiraishi, apparently. Because so far I do not like him. Oh my god, that's so surprising. My taste and Shiraishi not meshing? That's crazy. I would not have thought.
そうかな。笑ってる人もいたよ。
あまりの心ない暴言に引きつり笑いをしているだけです。こんな人がかの総理大臣暗殺未遂事件で活躍したなんて未だに信じられませんわ。
Uh-huh, okay, sure, yeah.
俺の指揮下に入ってたのに信じられないも何もないじゃない。
Do you mean the attempted assassination of the Prime Minister 2 years ago? You were involved with that case, Shiraishi?
関わってたっていうか、犯人逮捕に一役買ってたりするよ。
What, really? Then you're actually a pretty amazing officer then.
正直な感想だな。こう見えて仕事はちゃんとしてるよ。
Uh-huh.
憎らしいことに、主任のプロファイリングで解決した事件は数えきれないほどありますの。
An annoyed frown wrinkled Mukai's face as she said that. I guess for all her insults, she does at least respect Shiraishi's ability.
向井さん、そんなに眉間にしわ寄せたら元に戻らなくなっちゃうよ。
Oh, I'm going to beat the shit out of him! How dare you say that about my queen?
余計なお世話です。こんな人をちょくることがいきなりの人間に私が劣るだなんて嘆かわしいですわ。
気にしても仕方ないんじゃない？経験値の差ってやつだから。あと才能の差もあるね。
I'm gonna strangle him.
星野さん聞きまして？こうやって積極的に部下のやる気を削いでくる人間なんですのよ。
He does kind of pour gas on the fire, yeah. Hokkaido mission. If I die, celebrate either Bayonet or Danganronpa as summer camp. Not looking forward to either of them. I would go Bayonetta. Honestly, I've seen friends of mine play Danganronpa, the Danganronpa summer camp game, and it's just a board game, basically.
そうでしょ。私だって主任が尊敬できる上司であったなら対応も違いましたわ。
そうかな。俺がどうであれ向井さんは変わらない気がするけど。
ああ、言えばこういう、もう主任は引っ込んでいてください。
はいはい。
Was Shiraishi gone? Mukai turned to me.
星野さんとは気が合いそうですわ。それに、あなたなら会に入る条件を満たしていそうですもの。
She's so pretty. Coalition?
選ばれた者だけが入れる会合があって。あら、もうこんな時間ですのね。私、今日はちょっと都合が悪くて。今度、お時間があるときにゆっくり話しましょう。では、星野さん。
Oh my god, my queen! My queen without her jacket! Oh my god, she's so pretty. Good night. As Mukai strode away, I had to wonder if I'd accomplish anything at all by coming here. Well, I guess figuring out what kind of relationship they have is kind of useful. Well, I'll be going too then. Good night, sir. Turned to leave, but for some reason, Shiraishi got up and blocked me. But, I don't want to interrupt your work. Plus, you kind of scare me.
仕事ならもう片付いたから大丈夫。それより君だよ。
Ew. Ew. Seeing the glit in his eyes, I couldn't stop myself from backing up a step. But as I stepped backwards, he stepped forward, leaning even closer to me.
どうして君みたいな子がアドニスの理解者なんて言われてるのか。俺、すごく興味があるんだ。
Yeah, I don't understand that either, but I need you to back away. 6 feet, bro. 6 feet. Okay.
ちょっと観察した感じじゃ君に特別な能力があるってわけでもなさそうだし、俺ならもっと使えそうな人を選ぶけどな。
Lukai was right. It'd be so much nicer if he. It would be so much nicer if he thought about what he said first.
むくれてる。怒った？
No. Since working with Yanagi's team now, I'll be stuck interacting with him a lot more. And in that case, I can't let myself get upset at every last thing he says. I'm sorry, I have to go and meet Yanagi for a meeting now. So if you'll excuse me.
じゃあ俺も一緒に行くよ。別にいいでしょ?
Apparently, I don't have the guts Mukai does. I wasn't able to tell him that I did mind. Fine. Shaishi's face lit up in a bright smile. I turned so he didn't have to see me heave a sigh. Poor girl. I'm so sorry. He asked me that as we walked out of the precinct. I gave him an honest answer. Everyone's already whispering about this, but I think there's a Hey, yo, we're just saying that? Okay, I guess. Well, can you blame me? I don't know all that much about you.
今まで接点がなかったんだから当然といえば当然だよ。で、内通者がいると仮定して君はどう動くつもりなの?
Try to figure out who it is. Duh.
探るって一人で? 無理だよ、君すぐ顔に出ちゃうし。
Aw, thank you. I'm glad you're here.
探ったくらいで判明するならもうとっくに捕まってるでしょ。違う?
Yes, okay, I know that, but it's just too weird that the investigation's getting stonewalled so completely. If there's a mole on the force, it would make sense that the investigation would lag behind. Whoever they are might be well inserted, but if I can figure out who they are, that would be a big step towards solving the case. Aw, you're welcome. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for always stopping by when you can. That, and they can know where Adonis's hideout is and the details of my collar. I figure I'd start by investigating those closest to me and work outwards from there. I wanted to solve each individual case, but I didn't have the skill or experience to dig up anything on them that others hasn't already. But I said what I could with firm conviction, and strangely, Shiraishi listened quietly. Because he's the mole! Repeat after me! He's the mole! I sound too stupid for words, maybe? A little, but we love you for that, queen. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock! We're human! Huh? Fuck you. That's not a compliment, is it? I didn't know how to react hearing that from a person whose speciality is bucking with the flow. Yeah, fuck you, Blondie. I don't want to. I don't trust you. I don't trust you like that, man. Can we not do that? Fair enough, fair enough. Deal?
9月の事件と関連づけて10月の事件も追ってる。ただ分析するのは得意なんだけど、聞き込み捜査とかって苦手なんだよね。
Of course, of course. He's just gonna make us his fucking not what's the word? Not lapdog. Fuck, what's the word? Kind of like an assistant, but in a bad way. What's the word? Fuck. I'm just gonna say pack mule. He's gonna make us his pack mule.
捜査本部はもう終わった事件として人員割いてないから情報も降りてこないし。
Well, the perpetrator in September's case did get arrested. Of course, the case would be closed after that, but I guess Shiraishi wasn't satisfied.
そこで君だよ。
Huh?
国防って苦情から愚痴まで聞いてる部署らしいし、人の話を聞くのはお手の物でしょ。
I guess you could say that, yes.
だからさ、君には聞き込み担当として俺が担当してる事件の捜査に加わってほしい。その見返りに内通者については俺が調べてあげる。
See, that's objectively a bad deal for me. Not that the protagonist knows it, but he's a mole. So what the fuck? That's kind of conflicting, don't you think? Shiraishi offered a deal with a smile, but I haven't forgotten that I still suspected him. Well,
俺のことを疑ってるから断ろうなんて考えない方がいいよ。
why?
断ったとして君一人で何ができるの？捜査本部に出入りさえできない特防でコツコツ雑談交じりに話聞いて回るの？
Well, you never know what I could get from eavesdropping, you know?
それともハッキング能力があったりする？上層部にコネでもある？今新宿署に何人の捜査員がいるか分かってるのか？今君が考えるべきなのは自分が生き残るためにどうすればいいか。他のこと考えてる余裕なんてないでしょ？
Fuck, I hate that he's right. Shiraishi's argument washed over me like a tsunami. I couldn't refute anything he said. His oblique reference to my color was a rude reminder of just how deeply I was in trouble myself, too. The more I tried to investigate at the precinct, the greater chance my color is discovered. Not only that, pinpointing the mole would be nearly impossible for someone in my position. Even working carefully would take an eternity. Some people just aren't cut out for it. I was a little okay, but it was very uneasy with working with Shiraishi. But I realized beggars can't be choosers. Alright, I'll accept a deal.
よかった。応じてくれなかったらどんな方法でうなずかせようか考えてたとこだったから。
I don't like that. I don't like that.
君に協力してあげる分、俺は好きなだけ君を観察するから。これからよろしく。
Ew. Ew, he's gonna observe us? Don't be a freak. Knowing that this was all for a chance to observe me made this all make more sense. I just had to accept it. This is necessary to break the impasse we're stuck in. At least that's what I told myself. As I walked into the office, Yanagi, Enomoto, and Sasasuke all looked up from their desks.
白石さん、コインは？
一致したよ。つまりこれで柳くんたちが考えてた推論が成り立つわけだ。
Hearing that, the other three looked at each other and nodded. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that.
確定だな。ああ。
やっぱ俺が考えてた通りだったか。
お前は何も考えてねえだろ。無駄にシリアス顔すんじゃねえ。
What's settled?
いちいち説明してる暇ない。つうか、お前は
Fuck you! I need a button that triggers my middle finger. Oh, yes. Shiraishi and I discussed it on our way here. And it was decided I'd join his investigation team, unfortunately. When I first explained the deal Shiraishi and I made, the others looked up surprised.
彼女を独り占めしちゃってごめんね。みんなは今まで通り頑張ってよ。
白石さんも物好きだな。自分から別れ子に取引を持ちかけるとか。
Hey, I know it's not obvious how I can help yet. You didn't have to put it that way.
お前なんか役に立つ特技でもあんの？
Fuck you!
笹塚くん、彼女
Aw,
は
I'm
ボス
so-
猫に怯える子猫みたいになっちゃってる。
Yeah,
そんなに睨まないで
I remember. Sucks that you can't go, but hopefully you can get hopefully you can go next year.
睨んでね。これが素だ。
Yeah, and you look like an asshole, Sasuke.
文句なら俺が聞くよ。おい、バリ雑言を浴びせるならどうぞ。
Sasuke huffed and looked away. I guess he wasn't interested in the bait.
なんつうか、白石さんってあんまり他人と関わろうとしないのに珍しいっすね。
彼女自体はどこにでもいる子だと思うけど、アドニスが首輪をつけたからには何か理由があるはずだからね。共同作業してたらそういうところが見えてくるかもしれないでしょ。
あの白石さんの口から。
That is scary. That's so scary. What the fuck?
やばい、マジでやばい。今日が地球最後の日じゃね？
I hope that happens too.
地球を滅ぼすことはできない。
二人して言いたい放題だね。俺だってここのメンバーの一人だよ。
Two things could be true.
今後のことだってこう見えてちゃんと考えてるから安心。
All three men gave Shiraishi pointed stares. Okay, I think I know what the others think of him. While I was thinking that, Yanagi turned his gaze on to me.
白石相手だと苦労するだろうが、頑張れよ。
Thanks, Yanagi! Thank you, sir. Great, Shiraishi even bothers Yanagi. I started to regret accepting that deal. After that, we settled down to discuss our plans. Once that was done, I got up to leave. And for some reason, Shiraishi followed me. Do you need something?
君の家がある方面に用があるだけ。
Oh, please! Please tell me he's not gonna follow us home. I met his father before at a monster truck show, and before him he was driving Gravedigger. Ooh, that's a fucking metal-ass name for a monster truck. Wait, how do you know where I live?
同じ署内で働いてるんだから、そんなの調べればすぐわかるよ。
Ew! What the hell? You see. Could ask why he bothered to do that, but I wouldn't get an answer, would I? He did have an interest in my collar, and it was plainly obvious he had suspicions about me the way I had suspicions of him. No! 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 Girl, please! Please be more suspicious of him! Please be more suspicious of him! So we walked, Shiraishi sauntering behind me at a distance with a grin on his face. It was awkward. Really awkward. You can go ahead if you want. I stepped aside to let him pass.
なんで？急ぎじゃないからいいよ。
Damn it, go ahead of me! You being back there makes it look like I'm being tailed.
またむくれてる。君を観察してると退屈しなくていいね。
Hell yeah, I gotta look that up. Deep breaths. I can't let him take charge. I have to maintain my poker face.
服の隙間から首輪が見えてるよ。
Huh? My hand flew to my throat in a panic. Shiraishi smiled and widened.
ごめん、気のせいだったみたい。
Fuck you. Disgusted, I started walking again. I upped the pace, but he kept the same exact distance back. Fucking tall son of a bitch. The tall asshole. I hate him. Ugh, what is it with him?
息切れしちゃってる。競歩大会はもう終わりかな？
Even though I just power walked as far as I had, he hasn't winded in the least. If I considered this a deliberate ploy that allowed me to learn she has endurance, then this dumb, awkward game of follow the leader wasn't completely pointless, I think. Telling myself that, I looked around us. We were under the tracks. It was dark out. There was no sign of anyone else around. And Shiraishi, he had a knowing grin on his face. God, fuck. No. This is kind of scary all of a sudden. Ew, 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 ew.
じゃーん。
Okay. A cat toy?
あ、もしかして俺が君に変なことするとでも思った？
Yes? The fuck else was I supposed to think?
どっちの妄想したの？殺されるかも、それともいやらしいこと？
Ew! Neither. I don't imagine either of those.
まあいいや。1番、2番、おいで。
She fucking named him number 1 and number 2. She called out into the darkness, waving the cat toy. Instantly, a calico and tabby cat appeared. Oh, I don't see collars on either of them. Are these both strays?
そう、この辺りにはたくさんいるよ。中でもこの子たちは古株なんだ。
Putting the toy down, he picked up the big calico. Kitty! Oh, he's so fluffy!
また重くなったね、1番。こんなにお腹ぽってりしちゃって。見つけた時はほっそりしてたのに、ずいぶん貫禄ある姿になっちゃったね。
Under the faint light of the moon, Shiraishi talked to the cat, a soft smile on his face. That isn't his usual knowing smirk. I didn't know he could smile like that.
誰かから餌もらってるのかな。この図体じゃ動きも鈍そうだし。
Insanity. Insanity, you were right that I wouldn't like him, but I wouldn't say he's worse than Takeru or Sasuke. He still pisses me off, though. Though he's as tactless as ever. But his eyes were as warm as he looked at him. With all the needling he gave me, I thought it was a jerk, but this changed my mind. So the names are numbers? That's unusual.
だっていちいち名前つけるの大変でしょ。番号ならどれだけ数が増えても対応できる。
How high have you gotten so far?
37番までかな。ああ、でも子猫が生まれたりしたから実際にはもっと多いかも。
That many? Wow. And you can tell them all apart?
もちろん。でなきゃ名前なんてつけないよ。
Huh. You really do love cats, don't you, Shiraishi?
好きだよ。この野良たちは自由にのびのび生きてる。こんな風に好きに生きられたら楽しいだろうね。自由を得た分、いつ死ぬかわからないけど。
His smile vanished, making my heart thud. From my standpoint, it looks like you lived your life pretty freely as well.
そうかな。
Oh, good. His smile came back. He smiled so often that seeing it slide off his face like the shadow was disturbing. Although I admit the sight of the soft smile in his eyes in the moonlight struck my head too.
ああ、手が疲れてきた。1番、お前ダンベル代わりになるんじゃない？ああ、そういえば、お前メスだったね。実は気にしてたの？
Yeah! You should be mean to the kitty! Don't be mean!
図星だ。
He's a cutie!
ああ、もうちょっと。
God, it looks so squishy. I love it. Couldn't bring myself to break the quiet mood and ask him uncomfortable questions. Okazaki once talked about smiling even though you're mad. Shiraishi smiles a lot. Why would it make him not smile? Dead cats? I don't know. Maybe that was his true self on display.
ああ、癒された。
Oh, okay. Completely missed my chance to escape. Instead, I watched Shiraishi play with the cats. The cats. That's why he came out here. Feeling bad for thinking he had followed me with some underhanded plot in mind, I turned to face him properly. Good night, sir.
あ、そうそう。夜道にはくれぐれも気をつけてね。
Ew, please stop. His words seemed full of ulterior meanings, and his usual smirk was back. Yep. Yep, I would too. Okay, girl, go off, queen. Suddenly scared for no reason, I cut my goodbyes short and started running. I couldn't bring myself to look back. Ugh. I ran all the way home until I reached my door, then came to an exhausted halt. What did he mean by he said to be careful? Was that a threat, or was he teasing me again? Geez, she's so hard to understand. And starting tomorrow, I'd see him a lot more. I'll never last if I let him get to me like this. I'll have to start dodging him.
すごい勢いで走っていっちゃった。人見知りな猫みたいだったな。あ、そういえば。一番、お前も最初は俺を見て逃げたよね。そっぽ向いちゃって。あの時は痩せてたから逃げ足も早かった。猫なんて見たの初めてで、触ってみたくて、必死で追いかけたんだよね。
Yo?
銃刀法解除から3ヶ月様子を見ましたが、一向に状況は変わりませんでした。
まあ予想の範囲内だよ。君だってある程度の。
Yup, I guess they're revealing this right off the bat. Okay.
とはいえ、もう猶予は残されてないよ。このままじゃ X デーを迎えてしまう。
彼女の様子はどうですか？見ていて何か感じたことは？
アドニスに傾倒してるわけじゃなさそうだよ。
あなたを欺いているというか。
それは限りなくゼロに近いんじゃないかな。彼女。
I guess they're not revealing it right away.
ではなぜ彼女が選ばれたのでしょう？
さあ、そこはおいおい探っていくよ。君は君の仕事をするといい。
私にできると思いますか？
むしろ君にしかできないことだと思うよ。
そうですね。そろそろ
Ayo?
決断しなければいけません。あなたのように。私も割り切れたら良いのですが。
それは割り切れないだけの理由があるって。
彼女に何か動きがあったら知らせてください。
そう簡単に教えてはくれないか。
Who the fuck is this? What the fuck is happening?
にしても俺のようにか。確かに俺ならあそこまで悩まない。俺としては応援してあげたいんだけど、本当なら彼はい。
Ayo?
彼が願った世界。悪いけど俺には叶えられそうにない。
Okay, now, oh no, wait, this is fucking X Day review, okay. Go off, go off.
自分はこの世界から必要とされていない。生まれてきたことが間違い。そんな世界を作り出したのは、絶望の色を生み出した人間に、X デーのカウントダウン。よ。
September 7th. A video titled Countdown to X Day was uploaded to the internet. The visual depicted Adonis's coin displaying the numeral of 4? The same day, Ken Hachisuka, who lived alone, was found hanged to death in his apartment by a significant other. Though it looked like a suicide, the police investigated and discovered it was a homicide. Only a Roman numeral was discovered at the scene, not the coin. The police firmly believed this to be another X-Day killing and investigated. It was discovered that another man visited the apartment on the day of the murder. The visitor's name was Yuki Tsunamori. 10 years prior, he attended the same free school as the victim. The two knew each other. Fingerprints at the scene matched Tsunamori's, and the police brought him in as the suspect. When interrogated, Tsunamori declared himself a chosen one, and a coin matching the ones left by Adonis was found in his possession. Upon further analysis, the coin was found to be identical to the previous X-Day incident coins. The police, with this evidence in hand, arrested Tsunamori and closed the case. Ooh, Bella! October 7th. A video titled Countdown to X Day was uploaded to the internet. The visual depicted the familiar coin of Adonis with the Roman numeral 3. Though identical to the prior video. Yeah, of course. Of course. Hugs for Tailgater. Hugs for Tailgater. Though identical to the prior video, Tsunamori was in prison and couldn't have uploaded it. Not only that, there were no incidents or unusual deaths reported that day. However, a day later, Tsunamori was found dead in his cell. He had hung himself. The one lead in X-Day incident case was now gone. The truth vanished into the darkness. Everyone at one time or another wishes to acquire and use power to rule over the weak. At first glance, these rulers seem evil, but on closer inspection, are they really? Posing rules creates order. Order allows for the birth of salvation. Somebody has to do it, no matter how much sorrow it may cause, no matter how much grief they must bear. Someone has to do it. Damn, a lot of fucking side content today. Yep. Aw, thank you. I'm glad that you're here. The precinct is in an uproar today thanks to this morning's discovery of a burned corpse. The SRCPO's phones rang off the hook all morning long. Case after case, they just keep happening. They're still looking into the coin, I think. There had been another threatening video, so it's pretty likely Adonis is involved again. And if another victim is found tomorrow, I shook my head, stopping that thought. Worrying myself sick doesn't help anything. I have to stay upbeat and keep my focus. Mindful of how Sayaki told me it was best to eat while you have the chance, I pulled out my bento box and set it on my desk. Picked up my fork and reached for a bite. Oh God. Should I see? What brings you here? Oh, thank you. Took the stack of papers from him and waited for him to turn and leave. But he didn't go anywhere. Wait, is he staring at my lunch? Maybe he's hungry, or maybe something in my lunch was one of his favorites. Fuck you! What? Adults can like kitty-looking bentos? The fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong with that! Yeah, so what? Makes it look cuter. Presentation's part of enjoyment. I'm doing it because I want to, so yes. With that, Shiraishi plugged himself down in the seat next to mine. Why is he sitting down? Whoa, slow down please. Don't just unload 20 questions on me. Yeah, shut the fuck up. We're trying to eat while we can, bitch. Why are you asking anyway? So you suspect me? Well, yeah, but Is it really a good idea for me to give him completely truthful answers? Feels like it's much more dangerous to expose myself too much of myself to him. Yeah, he's asking all these personality questions. Like, why? Really, I spend most of my time at home, but should I tell him that? I usually just hang out at home. He is making me mad! He's making me mad too! Like, damn! I do go out sometimes, you know? No, I don't. I'm gonna strangle him. I'm gonna strangle him. Insanity, what the fuck? This is your man? Killed him in my stead. I'm getting mad too. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? And now he casually tossed in something that's really hard for me to respond to. Don't you consider everyone in investigation office your friend? If it's fictional men that I hate, maybe violence is the right answer. No, I'm kidding. You're right, but also, I still want to strangle him. Oh. I like to think I have a decent number of friends, but what to tell him? Actually, I don't have all that many friends. I guess I haven't thought about it too hard, but maybe, I guess? Is that really all that important? I binge watch dramas I record during the week on my days off. Should I tell him the truth? All the dramas I liked and binged them through on my days off. No, I do not. I like all kind of genres. Suspense, historical, lots of different types. Uh-oh. Wait! I didn't lie to him! This is the same game. It's call X Malice. I think I have a lot of friends. No, can you like not? Can we like not give you all that information? Yes. Dramas. Okay, finally! See, that's not my fault because I misunderstood what she meant by about the friends question. I misunderstood. I wanted to be honest. So, it's not cheating and going back. It's going back because I misunderstood the question. Or I misunderstood the answer. Told you the truth because I decided there's no need trying lying to you, that's all. Ew. Now that has to be a lie.
さあどうだろうね。何にしてもこれでだいぶ君のことが分かった。今後の参考にさせてもらうね。
Should I see? Why are you being so weird? Uh-huh. Guess he was satisfied because he left. Can't say how much he was actually able to glean about me from that, though. Putting that behind me, I turned my attention back to my lunch and the summary that Shiraishi had given me. The September X Day case was a homicide disguised as a suicide, if I recall correctly. The murderer was arrested almost right away, but he committed suicide in October. The brass considered the case closed, but Shiraishi doesn't agree with them. My own curiosity had been piqued the moment I heard that he was still investigating them. There must be something about them that just didn't seem to fit with him. Huh? There's a note written in the margin. Who is the real killer? Ayo? Let me take a sip of my coffee, because we're gonna be here. This is a vibe. This is a vibe. This is absolutely a vibe. The investigation should have looked into all possible suspects besides Tsunamori. But Tsunamori due to means of death. His fingerprints were at the scene, he had the coin, it was clear beyond a reasonable doubt. It seems Shiraishi suspected something else. First, we need to know the connection between the murderer and the victim. Both of them supposedly went to the same free school. What is a free school? Oh, okay. I read over that part of the report. The victim was Ken Hachisuka, age 28. He was the only son of an actress, Suzuko Hachisuka. His parents divorced, his mother raised him. 10 years ago, he was 18. His mom's fame made high school difficult for him, so he transferred to a free school. Popular and smart, he was the perfect student. No record of disciplinary actions. The killer was Yuki Tsunamori, age 28. A bully from a young age, known for his cruelty. He was expelled from school for bad behavior. His parents forced him to attend free school, where he continued to cause problems. As bullies tend to do. More coffee. During his interrogation, he said, "I was chosen by Adonis and no one ordered me to do it. I killed him." He excitedly stated this with pride in his voice. A grudge against the was the suspected motive, but he was on the record saying he didn't hate him and that he just felt like killing him. Upon further inspection, though they were closed 10 years ago, there was no sign of bad blood. Thank you, Tailgater! In fact, when Tsunamori got in trouble at school, Hachisuka stepped up and covered for him. After that, they became friends. They were close classmates a decade ago. However, statements from their friends say they haven't seen each other for years. Next part is handwritten. What is the message that Adonis wants to send with this incident? Why didn't Tsunamori commit suicide? Why did he commit suicide? What did the October video really mean? There was another countdown message says that whenever Adonis' purpose was with that incident, it was fulfilled. It felt like the handwritten parts were specifically directed at me. The official record states that there was no October incident, but then what would it mean the countdown video was pointless? Okay, have a nice meal! If I don't platinum this game tonight, I'll throw Raincode in the mix, because why the hell not? I've never heard of Raincode. In which case, it is possible that there was a victim. The police just haven't found him yet. Haven't found them. Mochida?
X デー事件の捜査資料じゃないか。なんでお前がこんなものを。さてはお前、X デー事件を独自で調べてるんじゃないだろうな。
Yeah, let's go with that, Mochida. Let's go with that. You saw the report, so trying to somehow deny it or deflect it would stick out as unnatural. It was better to just admit it. I'm not ignoring my regular work at all. Honest, there's just something about the case that's bugging me and... But you're like a hot goth death god and ooh, okay. You had me at hot goth death god. I'm sorry, I'll make sure that I don't let this interfere. Oh, Mochida! I love him! He's like the big brother of this game. What?
としてクミンの話を聞いているといても立ってもいられなくなってな。俺にできることは限られるが、ちょっと資料を盗み見たり、巡回ついでにそれとなく聞き込みしてみたり、事件について俺なりに調べてたんだ。このことは内緒だぞ。
Okay, well, Mochida! Never occurred to me to think that Mochida was doing independent investigating too. But now that I thought about it, it made sense. You always were envious of the units that got to go directly investigate things. Watching him make excuses for himself made me feel glad that he was my superior. Mochida's a good dude! We stand Mochida! I love him! Actually, right now I'm looking over the September and October cases. Right, but maybe not right. I have to wonder, what if he wasn't Patsy and maybe there was another true perpetrator? I'm not entirely certain. Isn't it possible that there was someone manipulating Tsunamori into doing what he did? I nodded firmly at Mochida's words. Tsunamori had gone into a mental health clinic. Apparently he'd been prescribed a lot of drugs. Although his testimony was consistent with the facts of the crime, during its deposition he was highly excited. A psychiatric evaluation was rumored. Yes! Right, I believe the original police report stated that they believed a member of Adonis may have suggested the plan to Tsunamori. But something about Shiraishi's note in the margin about the real killer bugs me. Even if Tsunamori was only acting on Adonis' orders, he's still the real killer. In the end, Tsunamori only had the coin. It didn't seem like he knew the first thing about Adonis, according to his deposition. Yes, but his phone records were clear, and his neighbors hadn't seen him talk to anyone new. I can understand why the police wanted to say they caught the murderer as soon as possible, but now it's doubtful they'd revisit the case, especially since they got a full confession. Then there's the October incident. Officially, nothing happened, but something about that doesn't seem right either. Tsunamori's arrest disrupted Adonis' plans. The police stopped it before it could happen. That's the official statement, but it felt like the police were trying to sway public opinion. They wanted to say that they made progress, but an X-Day related incident happened again in November, and they had no meaningful leads. In reality, they hadn't made any progress at all. Right, but doesn't it seem unnatural for them to just skip over October?
あまり考えたくないことだが、遺体が発見されていないだけで殺人が行われた可能性については否定。
Dead men tell no tales. If Tsunamoni had help, we couldn't ask him now. Shiraishi investigated this case, didn't he? Though his social skills were severely lacking, he was still extremely good at his job. He was also known for being motivated to work on things that interested him. There's more than this than that meets the eye. Okay, let me say my theory. My theory is that there is a killer that manipulated Tsunamoni to do it, or that killed Tsunamoni, and they used the kind of brain device and planted him in there to make him think that he actually did it. And now I'm not sure on. I'm not sure about the September half, but the October half, my theory is that the victim was Tsunamoni himself. Someone killed Tsunamoni, or at the very least manipulated him into offing himself. That's my theory. I think I'm gonna look deeper into the connection between the killer and the victim. Good idea. Let me do a quick check. Looking at the word connected people section of the report, I searched for teachers' names. There are two of them. Their homeroom teacher quit in the middle of the term. They got a new one later. The teacher who quit is Satomi Takeuchi. The reason she gave was personal reasons. Both Tsunamoni and Hachisuka were 18 at the time. Bad seeds at that age can be difficult. Huh? Oh, hey, you're right. I had to take a moment to process what the fuck he was doing. Oh, I love Mochida so much. I love Mochida. What a king. What a king. I love him. Huh? I looked up at him. He gave me a massive conspiratorial smile that practically shouted, "Leave the rest to me." Ah, I love him. Now, is that an excuse to go and question the teacher? It had to be. Yes, sir, I'll go right away. Quietly thanking Mochida for his help, I grabbed my coat. Oh, I should probably let Shiraishi know I'm going out there to do some legwork. I summarized what happened in a quick text message and sent it to him. There, now to head out. My phone buzzed, started vibrating before I even made it back to my pocket. I looked at the screen. Oh, come on! You're the one who said, "Oh, I don't like doing legwork. Just leave me alone. Let me do my half." But shouldn't he be busy with the case that just happened today? He's gonna leave it to Mukai because he doesn't care. Don't you have work to do? You need to do? I can handle a little legwork. He said himself that he wasn't good at questioning. That should get him to stay here. Doing my work. Fuck you! That reply doesn't make any sense. I wanted to head out right away, but he said to wait, so I had to wait. Well, I'd love to, but I have to wait a minute. Right, I have to find some way to explain what's going on with Shiraishi and I without letting on too much. I stalled for a few minutes thinking. Then Shiraishi nonchalantly strolled in. Ah, fuck you! Don't you dare disrespect my queen like that! that he probably deserved. But she was getting on his case for leaving to come with me. I'll apologize to her later. Heaving a sigh, I turned to Mochida so I could introduce him to Shiraishi. Huh? Oh, you know Shiraishi already, Mochida? Of course he wouldn't fucking notice. That's not something he'd care about. Chat, what the fuck is this guy? It's not, my dude. No, it's not. Why am I not surprised you didn't notice? Dude, my fucking eye. I have shit in my eye. Why are my eyes like this? Why are you like this? I just want to breathe. I just want to exist without stuff getting in my eyes. Unfair. That is unfair. Anyway. Because... Never mind. He wasn't trying to insult you or anything. Oh, Mochida! Mochida, no! Apparently, Mochida had taken Shiraishi's comment as a compliment. Oh yeah, I haven't introduced you yet, have I? Mochida, this is Kageyuki Shiraishi. He's a profiler in forensics. I've getting advice from him earlier on the matter we were discussing earlier. Taking the suspect before Shiraishi could put his foot in his mouth, I introduced him. I fucking hate this guy. What? Shocked that he even needed to ask me that after everything. I stared at him. I'm gonna think of it. I don't think anyone said my name around him. I don't think so. Oh, right. Not looking particularly bothered, Shiraishi sauntered off towards the door. We're supposed to be working together on this, and he doesn't even know my name? Who's the one who's proposed this whole deal? The last count the amount of times he told me he wanted to observe me. Guess our name wasn't on the list of things he considered important. Goddamn. Confused and not quite sure how to feel, I hurried after him. Shiraishi, could I ask you something? It's about my name. You haven't forgotten it, have you? Of course he's like this. Well, yes, we're gonna be working together on this investigation, you know? There's no guarantee that'll be it. Fair enough, but like... It's a matter of respect, bitch! He's gonna say that straight to the face of the person he's about to work with? I'm sorry, but that logic won't fly with me. I doubted starting to argue with him would work, but I expected him to blow me off, but... Remember my name. Silently, he stared down at me. I shrunk back, but I did not look away. I knew that it was his way of compromising, but it wasn't an answer that satisfied me. Yes, we would probably solve this whole case without him ever using my name, but that didn't exactly foster a sense of trust in me. He must see me as someone very valuable at all. Heck, I got this feeling he didn't think of I was someone whose value was worth calculating. If I wanted Shiraishi to remember my name, I would have to prove to him that I was useful. Okay, I'll work my butt off to make him remember it. Let's go, Queen! Head held high, I strode past him. What do you mean getting... Whatever, man. I heard him muttering to himself, sounding honestly confused. I ignored him. Swear I'll make him remember it. September's case had a victim and a killer. 10 years ago, they both took classes from Miss Takeuchi. This was her home. I turned a sharp look at Shiraishi. Please stay quiet while I talk, okay? You know, an obedient Shiraishi is unnerving in his own right. It really is! He's unnerving no matter what he does, honestly. I reached out and pressed the doorbell. I am Mary Hoshino with the Shinjuku police. I've come in to talk with Miss Satomi Takeuchi. Is she in? Miss? That's Miss Takeuchi. I apologize for the extra bother, miss, but I would like to ask a few more questions. Actually, some small issue remains that we need clarification on. Can we ask for your cooperation, Miss Takeuchi? Please, miss. I got nervous as her silence dragged on. She did lose not one but 2 students. Must be hard for her to think about. I looked at the sound of a door opening. A slim woman stepped outside. The fact that she has her own model is giving me real suspicious vibes. Is that bad? I don't know what that says about me. Of course, miss. Thank you very much. Let's see. First, you don't mind, could you go over your impressions of Tsunamori and Hachisuka from when they were your students 10 years ago? Did either of them cause any issues with the class they had with you? You see, has he singled out any individual for bullying or some such? Aww. Shiraishi, did I or did I not ask you to interrupt? That's not an excuse. Okay.
経歴を見る限り当時は家庭や環境の変化、体調不良などの一般的な受け持っていたクラスで何かあったんですか？あなたが精神的に追い詰められるような何かが。例えば本当はいじめが横行していた主犯格がハチスカ君であなたがターゲットとかね。違います。そんなもの全部憶測じゃないですか。そうですか。あなたの反応を見る限り確信じゃなくともいい線いってると思いますよ。
Okay, okay.
もう相手はとっくに死んでるんですし、遠慮する必要なんてないじゃないですか。俺も暇じゃないのでさっさと話してください。あなたとハチスカ君の本当の関係。
Shiraishi, don't be so.
だって仕方ないじゃない。するしかなかった。
Hey, yo.
私だってできることなら止めたかった。でもそれができなかったから。だからあんな。
Miss Takeuchi?
失礼します。
Huh? Wait, Miss Takeuchi. I hurried to reach to stop her, but she slammed the door in my face. Uh-oh. Shiraishi. Why did you barrage that poor woman with questions like that? She just lost 2 of her students to terrible deaths. She's grieving. She wanted, she could have told us to go away, but she was kind enough to listen. Come out and listen.
そうだね。君がいい人そうなおかげで幾分か彼女の警戒心は解けた。だから俺も俺のやり方で彼女から話を聞き出せたわけだ。あんな風に相手を追い込んで欲しい情報を吐かせる手法をアクティブフェーズって言ってね。俺の上等手段だ。
The fact that I'm familiar with this method from my days of watching true crime, but also the fact that I hate this guy a little bit pisses me off a little. But also at the same time, I respect it. Like, goddamn. Okay. I thought you said you hated interrogation.
苦手は苦手だよ。人間ほど面倒な生き物はいないからさ。まあでも、わざわざ君についてきた甲斐はあったかな。彼女の様子から殺されたハチスカが資料にあるような優等生だったかは怪しくなってきた。ハチスカには何かある。この事件で腑に落ち。
I thought back to the report on the September and October cases, remembering the margin notes. He was right. Something had struck me as off in what I read.
君もこの事件に少なからず興味を抱いた。だから聞き込みにも積極的になってくれた。そこまで役立たずじゃなくてよかったよ。情報を引き出せたのは君のおかげだ。
In contrast to Shitaishi's bright mood, I felt nothing but sour aggravation. You couldn't have done that without me? To be blunt, I don't find that complimentary at all. All you're doing is trying to satisfy your own personal sense of curiosity about this case. To have your little fun, you have no qualms saying painful things to people. Your words hurt them and you don't even care. Look. To be fair, this is a police investigation. She's a potential suspect. Hi, Jamin! Hi! Hope you're doing well. Oh, fuck. This is he wasn't unnecessarily cruel to get the, and we got the evidence we want, or like the information we wanted, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I am. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Doesn't that make you feel bad at all? She shot back an instant answer. Damn. Okay, dude does not feel remorse at all. I understand that it's important for an officer to be able to handle things with objectivity. Hey, beer! Alcohol, let's go! But that's no justification for causing others to completely unnecessary pain and trauma. Even if you hadn't done what you did, don't you think we'd gotten the same answer if we'd just taken her time to earn her trust? It may be the long way around to you, but this is the way I want to take.
ただでさえ時間がないこの状況下で遠回りしてる場合じゃないでしょ。事実彼女に揺さぶりをかけたことで有益な情報が引き出せた。それで事件解決に近づくなら万々歳だ。そのために誰かがちょっと傷ついたところでそれは必要な犠牲だった。
I can't condone any methods that approve the sacrifice of innocence.
君さ、そんな綺麗事で世界を救う勇者気取りでもしたいの？
Shit. Fuck, I hate that I fucking see his point. I don't expect you to understand. It seems like the two of us look at the world in two very, very different ways. I will continue working with you. However, from now on, I will question witnesses on my own. Don't you? And I don't understand you either. Fuck you. Huh? Ugh, I don't have a clue what goes on in Stacy's cat-eared head. Look at someone and wonder, what is going on inside their head? It's the fucking Inside Out meme. Just dealing with him is enough to exhaust me. Anyway, I'm gonna visit an elderly lady who lives near. See you later. Don't. Yes. God, he's so autistic. With that, Shidaishi sauntered off without a backwards glance. I told myself that since we have to cooperate to solve this case together, I would just have to let certain things slide, but never expected the two of us would view things this differently. I'll have to go back and visit Miss Takeuchi to apologize to her later. Deciding I've loitered long enough, then I started walking. Then... A text from who, I wonder? Are you free this evening? If it's convenient, I'd like to speak to you with you about the coalition. Coalition? Oh yeah, come to think of it. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! This is a chance to get some inside info from the station. I better go. Plus, I could probably nonchalantly ask Mukai to tell me about Shidaishi. Yeah, I have time. Wanting a chance to vet my pent-up frustration and confusion, I sent a text accepting her offer. Nothing much. We interrogated a witness, and it turns out, oh my god, he's an asshole who I kind of agree with his methods a bit. We were interrogating this. We were talking to this lady. She's like, or the protagonist was like, "Oh, we're here to just ask a few questions," and then he comes out with like, he shoots out with fucking. Would you? The fucking kids bullied you, didn't they? Didn't they? It's like, yeah. Well, I had no choice, and went inside. And we couldn't talk to her anymore. And like, I agree with the method, but holy shit, I don't like him still. So it's kind of conflicting with me. Because I know the method he actually used was like a real police method that police officers used to interrogate, but at the same time, and it did get us the information we want, but I don't know. Someone who wants me to meet? I wonder who. Coalition of police officers that only the chosen are permitted to join. Visions of secret meetings held in smoky back rooms of old restaurants danced in my head. Hey, congrats! Maybe I'll be able to meet people I otherwise wouldn't be, like some of the top brass. I'm sorry, protagonist, but it's not like that. It's just a group of ladies who like to complain about Shidaishi. I returned to the precinct, finished some chores, and made my way to the train station. Huh? Sakuragawa? Yes, let me guess. This is the person you wanted me to meet? Yes, the Shiraishi Bashing Coalition. I love it's the girl gang. Girl gangs all together. Girl gang. Bashing? This is the most pleasant sounding name. And if I heard right, if I had heard right, Sakuragawa had said Shiraishi too. This is not what I envisioned at all. We might still go to a restaurant. Convincing myself of just that, I followed after Mukai and Sakuragawa. And so we arrived at the dive bar that Saiki and I hit up all the time. The server led us to a standard booth, and Mukai promptly grabbed the alcoholic beverages menu. I'm okay. This just isn't what I expected. Surprising to think that Mukai goes to a place like this to go drinking. True, true. What is that supposed to mean? Mukai pointed at the sake brand on the menu, one with quite a high alcohol content. I expected her to be the type who drank fine wine at classy bars. This is totally different. I'll just have an orange cassis for me. Ooh, karaage sounds so good right now. Edamame and chicken wings. The mental image I had of Mukai is crumbling every second. Sakuragawa didn't blink, so she must have known. Go off, queen. We're right. Oh, thank God. We're back. Reconnection successful. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Thanks OBS for disconnecting. That's great. Thank you. Very helpful. That is wonderful. It's great. I love the girls so much. The women in this game are so great. I love them. Sign me up. Yeah, where do I sign? Make sure to drink some water. Lemon water should help. Well, actually, I kind of had an incident with Shiraishi early today. Really drove home the idea that two of us won't ever get along. We can't. Oh, you'd be surprised, girl. I know how this fucking story ends. I hope not. I hope not too. Make sure you take care of yourself. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Hooray! Ladies, here are your drink orders. With our drinks finally here, we each took up our glass and
乾杯。
Yay! The girlies are all together! I never expected to get asked to something like this thanks to Shiraishi, but I believe these two would tell me all kinds of things about him. You gotta unwind it somehow after dealing with him. That thought made me feel better. Then Mukai finished her drink and banged down her cup.
今日の主任と来たら相変わらずありえませんでしたわ。何、白石さんまたやらかしたの？白昼堂々悪びれなく早退したんですのよ。天井に届くほど積み上がった仕事の束を全部私に押し付けて。早退って面倒を見てる猫がどうのって言ってました。白石さんついに猫飼い始めたの？さあ、主任の私生活については。
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mukai. I'm so sorry. When I texted him that I was going out on legwork, he did say he finished up early to join me. Though I wasn't exactly sure how I felt being called a cat, it was certainly something he'd do. So, why do you hate Shiraishi so much, Sakuragawa? I turned to her, hoping to change the subject. Oh no! Why would you do this to her? I would punch him. I would kill him. I would kill him. I hate him. I hate him. How dare he? That's illegal. You poison her food, basically. Come on. I don't blame you, Sakuragawa. I love you for that. Don't come between a girl and her meat. Don't come between a girl and her food. Yeah, grudges over food always last the longest. So she's staring off into the distance. You went that far? It's no experiment. That's an elaborate, mean-spirited prank. I paid the chef he made to cook the patty too. I can guess how smug he looked when it happened. Her too. I'm with you, Sakuragawa. I'm with you. He doesn't remember mine either. I know, isn't that horrible? He doesn't remember my name either. He told me that he'd only use his brain to remember my name if it was necessary. True. If this was bad for even Sakuragawa, getting him to remember my name could be impossible. Deflating a little, I looked over at Mukai. Wait a minute, thinking about it, Shiraishi does remember your name, right? What a queen! What a queen! Oh my god, go off, queen! Wow, Mukai, you're one strong woman.
私から言わせていただくと、皆さんがおとなしすぎるのです。いざとなったら、平手打ちや飛び蹴りもしますわよ。
You go that far?
実際、前に飛び蹴りしたことがあったらしいよ。ですが、避けられてしまったのです。あともう一歩でしたのに。
Seeing her grit her teeth and clench her fist, I could tell that she had honestly honestly frustrated her. The drinks continued to come, and the three of us really got into our conversation.
それで、果敢にも主任にチョコを渡しに来た子がいたのですけど、今お腹が減ってるわけじゃないからってその場で捨てましたのよ。
Oh my god, that's fucking heartless! If he was going to throw them away anyway, he could have simply not accepted them in the first place.
白石さんの中身を知らない新人は毎年玉砕するんだよ。あの人顔はいいから。
Aw, I care about you too. Just make sure you take care of yourself, okay? True, but what's truly important is what's on the inside. After meeting him, I truly believe that. Hearing the things he says makes me want to lecture him on goodness and a conscience. The booth next to ours has been quiet, but then I heard one of them fail to stifle a laughter. No! Not them! Hearing that made me stiffen. A cold finger of dread slid down my spine. Shaishi. I desperately hoped I misheard, but the voice had sounded all too familiar. But we could see the door from here. We should have seen them walk in. Unless, oh jeez, they've been here since before we arrived. We'd been talking about Shiraishi the whole time. None of us had been flattering. I felt the blood drain from my face as Shiraishi peeked over the booth divider. Though Sakuragawa had looked distinctly uncomfortable, Mukai hasn't budged an inch.
あら、主任、いたんですか。
こっちはこっちで男子会してたんだ。そしたら聞き覚えのある声が聞こえてね、楽しませてもらったよ。
そうですか。女性同士の話を無断で聞くなんて、デリカシーのかけらもないですわね。
Go off, Mukai! Tell him!
君、女性だっけ？普通の女性は上司に飛び蹴りなんてしないよ。
上司が上司なので仕方ありません。文句があるならご自分の態度を改めてください。
Ooh, roasted! Get him! The back and forth between Shiraishi and Mukai was so frigid that even just listening to them made me shiver. Shiraishi had a smile on his face, but I wonder what he's really feeling right now. It's scary not knowing how to read a person. My god, it's Yanagi and Hanamoto too! I knew Hanamoto was here. I know Yanagi was here too. Probably tired of their antics, Yanagi got up and came over, Hanamoto trailing behind. Yeah, but like, no one's talking that kind of shit against Enomoto. At least Enomoto's a good person. I'm glad you're still here. Enomoto, don't dump all the blame on me.
私を苛立たせる素質をお持ちのようですわね。
いや、よく考えたらいいネーミングかもしんねえな。あ
あ、君も俺を撲滅したいんだ。じゃあどうぞ。
やだな、白石さん。
Poor Enomoto. Poor Enomoto.
全くもって面白くないですわ。あなた、お詫びに一発芸でも披露なさい。
一発芸か。いいね、それ。ちょっと。
No! Stop bullying my boy!
爆発？死ねと？うるせえ。
黙って酒も飲めないのかよ。
Ew, he's here. Annoyed by not trying to hide it, Sasuke walked up and kicked Inamoto in his shin. Yeah, leave him alone!
わめくな単細胞。俺はこんな茶番に付き合うほど暇じゃねえ。
ならそれ白石さんに直接言えよ。俺に八つ当たりしやがって。このワカメ頭。
いいですわよ。もっと親になさい。
An argument preschoolers would be too mature broke out between the two, Mukai and egging them on.
いい年した大人が何やっ
Shaking her head in exasperation, Sakuragawa nonchalantly moved away from Shiraishi. Seems the right time to escape. I followed him out, getting out of my seat and moving next to Yanagi. He seems safer. Sorry about this, sir. Feeling awkward about the whole debacle, I bowed in apology. Yanagi shook his head, apologizing right back at me. So you all come here for drinks too? Fuck, he came here on purpose then!
白石撲滅の会はかなりの確率でこの居酒屋を使う。
I slowly looked at my side just to see Shiraishi, glass in hand, plunked down next to me. God damn it. Why does he have to sit next to me?
今日の向井さんだいぶ切れてたし、この時間ここで開催される可能性は限りなく 100% に近かった。だからこうして待ち構えてたら案の定君たちが来てくれたって。
I hate him. I hate him so much. What the fuck?
おかげで面白い話が聞けたよ。君が俺のことをどう思ってる？
I don't blame them though. I was too scared to look at Shiraishi, but with him sitting next to me, I had no easy way to escape. This is so awkward. Desperate for help, I looked over at Yanagi and begged him to look with a look to say something, anything. Oh, right, Yanagi isn't a talkative person. Shit! Ew, why would he say it like that? Easier said than done. My throat felt dry as a desert. I grabbed a glass in front of me and chugged it. Bugged by him staring at me, I didn't taste it. Down to the last drop, I slammed a glass on the counter. Yes. When you see Freddy Fazbear when he comes to the room, you gotta put the Freddy mask on. He is Freddy Fazbear, and I am wearing the Freddy Fazbear suit all the time, just to protect myself from him. I looked at the counter, he was right. To the empty glass was my half-drunken soda. I'm sorry. Still confused about what just happened. I tried to smooth those things over, but suddenly my face got flushed with heat and my eyelids felt like they'd been weighted with stones. Ah, fuck. Then the world began to spin. Yeah, sure. No! No, girl, please! Tingly, floaty warmth spread throughout my body. What was I doing again? Is something petting my hair? Wonder who it was. It felt nice. Ew, 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 ew. Bad touch, no! Oh, right, cats. Wait, cats? My eyes flew open. Punch him! Punch him! What's going on? I was lying down and my head was in Shiraishi's lap and it seemed like he was petting my hair. Ew. Bad touch! So you're serving me even now. You just imagine that. I'm very sorry I caused you trouble. I'm fine now, thank you.
ああ、無理に起き上がらないで、じっとしてて。
But
君のことは俺がちゃんと家まで送り届けてあげる。
please don't. Huh? On the surface, it seemed like a kind offer, but leaving myself in Shiraishi's care. If I need help, I'll ask Sakuragawa or Mukai to walk me home.
向井さんなら鑑識の子に連れて行かれたよ。彼女酔うと誰彼構わず抱きつく癖があるんだよね。
It seemed like she was drunk, but I guess she just hides it well. With neither of my two lifelines present, that was much harder to turn his offers down. But I said all those insulting things about him without knowing he was there. Can't face him.
いいこと教えてあげようか。君のこと、最初は鑑識の子が介抱しよう。襟元くつろげようとしてたから、俺が介抱するって止めたんだよ。俺が止めなかったら、首は見られちゃってたかもね。
Shit. Fuck. God damn it. I gulped. Shiraishi staring down at me, smiling widely.
それでも向井さんは俺に任せるの渋ってさ。だから首筋には俺がつけた跡があるんだけど見たいの？
Ew.
なんとか引いてくれたよ。
You left what? You what? You left where?
他にうまい言い訳が思いつかなかったんだよ。
That was the worst excuse that you ever could have come up with, my dude. Why? He's lying. He has to be. Someone as quick-witted as glib as he could easily come up with a dozen blatant excuses. Easily.
むすっとしちゃって。
白石、タクシーが
Oh, thank God, Yanagi's here.
ああ、お迎えが来ちゃったか。残念。起きられる？
Fine. Felt a little wobbly, but I stood up. I know he could have come up with a better way to deflect attention from my caller, but that doesn't change the fact that he helped. Acknowledging that was a bitter pill, but I swallowed it. Turning to him, I bowed. Thank you for your help. Should I see?
お礼を言われるとは思わな
Fuck you. Huh?
いや、なんでもないよ。じゃあ、行こうか。
I was half afraid that would needle me again as we got into the taxi, but he didn't. No! Why couldn't it have been Yanagi? Why couldn't it have been Yanagi who went with us? He scares me! Instead, it looked like he was mulling something over. The whole trip back to my place passed in silence.
じゃあ、また明日。
Thank you. Good night. I watched the taxi carrying him drive off, letting a long sigh of relief as it vanished from sight. Do I really have to see him tomorrow? Feeling miserable, I opened my door and shuffled inside. I suddenly feel exhausted. Seems like ever since I met Shiraishi, these waves of exhaustion have become all too common. He acted completely normal at the bar. He can't have forgotten how we argued earlier today already, can he? Wait, it's Shiraishi. Yes, he totally can. Common sense was an alien concept to him. There was no telling what he thought. He always had this I know something you don't smile on his face. It's hard to read him. Ugh. Halfway through my sigh, my phone buzzed. I peeked at the screen, afraid of what I'd see. Psyche! I felt a bit disappointed there for a second. I was almost scared it was from Shiraishi. Hello?
星野、今飲んでるんだけどさ、一人だと味気なくて。お前も来ないか？
Oh, sorry. I actually got back from drinking at our usual bar.
なんだよ。飲みに行くなら俺を誘ってくれよ。
It was a ladies' night out this time, though we had some unexpected visitors drop in on us.
ま、女同士の方が気兼ねなく語り合えることもあるか。
Yeah, I feel a lot better for it, I think.
それならよかった。このところ立て続けに事件が起こってるだろ。特報も通報だらけで。
It can't be any easier for you. Bet you're getting dispatched all over.
まあな。でも元気そうで安心したよ。お互い
I'm glad Saeki's doing okay, even though he's kind of suspicious as hell. Yeah, thanks. Let's go out for a drink again sometime.
ああ、じゃあな。
I hung up and after a second put my phone down on the table. Incident after incident, huh? I let my finger drift across my collar. It was cold to the touch, hard, like my penis. I have to do everything I can to solve the X-Day incidents. I didn't have time to let Shiraishi listen to me. Mess with me. I figured the focal point of December X-Day case would be me and my collar. The letter sent to me had spoken of X-Day. The coin found at the scene matched Adonis's. But it wasn't me. Yesterday and now today, incident after incident. What the heck is Adonis even thinking? I have no clue. Yanagi!
黄昏てるところ悪いんだけどさ、お邪魔していい？
断ったところでお前には無理だろ。
さすが分かってるね。酔った女の子を家まで送るとか慣れないことして疲れちゃったよ。
お前が言い出したことだ。文句を言うな。
She's been chosen by the terrorist organization because, quote unquote, she would sympathize with them, but she doesn't because they're a terrorist organization and she's a police officer. And so they called her to test her, I guess. And we're trying to solve the X-Day cases, which is kind of like a series of terrorist attacks that have occurred over the course of a year in Shinjuku, Japan, before the quote-unquote X-Day arrives on January 1st. So we're trying to solve that before January 1st and get our collar off.
そうなんだけどさ、見守るとか気遣うとかやっぱり面倒だね。
それでお前の目から見て星野はどうだ？
前科もないし彼女は真っ白。首輪以外でアドニスとの接点も今のところ見つかってないよ。
星野がよりによってお前と事件を追うと言い出した時は驚いたが、お前のことだ。星野を観察するためにそれらしく取引でも持ちかけたんだろう。
あたり。けど彼女に人は殺せそうもないな。勘違いでお酒飲んで倒れて無防備な姿さらすなんてあれが演技ならすごかったのに素でやっちゃうなんて
楽しそうだな。
そう見える。
まあ星野が貴重な観察対象なのはわかるが、お前がここまで
Please save us from him, Yanagi.
ほっといたらうっかり殺されちゃいそうでしょ。ま、首輪をつけた犯人が本当に彼女を殺す気があるのか
白石。
やだな、気がするってだけだよ。実際にやったらさすがにアウトだし。彼女とは仲良くしたいと思ってるんだ。だから俺
聞き込みの話を聞いた限り気を使っているとは思えなかった。
ああ、あれね。俺はただ彼女に合わせて自分の意見を正直に言って。
Oh, come on! That was more than that, asshole. Drove away our suspect!
ご機嫌取りした方がいいかな。
それくらい自分で考えろ。
俺の代わりに考えてよ。
腐れ縁のお前のためにそこまでする気りはない。
柳君は俺と違った意味で冷めてるよね。
Yeah, because he's actually a likable bitch.
何がそんなに違うんだ。
居酒屋で星野たちの話を聞いていて何も思わなかったのか？
特に彼女たちに嫌われても俺が生きていく上で一切支障はないからね。でも俺が接し方を変えることで彼女の反応はどう？とりあえず何かあげて彼女がどう思う？
He just sees me as a fucking social experiment and shit. What the hell?
変なものを送りつけるような真似はするなよ。
変なものって虫の死骸とか？さすがに。あ、でも
Please don't give him ideas.
白石。
わかってるよ、ちゃんとする。女性への気遣いっていうのやってあげればいいんでしょ。俺も遊んでばかり
me a second. I wonder how long how long chapter 2 is. Bye, Tailgater! I hope you feel better! I hope it's not that long. Okay, it doesn't look like it's gonna be long, so. What the heck is this? It's a foot long by 8 inches wide. It has no address tag on it, but whoever it was had brought it directly. Mochida, there's a box on my desk. God damn it! He really did get that gift. Huh? Praying something wasn't gonna jump out at me, I carefully eased the lid off. Inside was Rose and Madeline's fiancés, brownies, and an assortment of fine pastries and cookies. Hey, let's go! Ooh, but like, sweets? I wouldn't say no to that. Yeah. Just in case, I glanced around to make sure he wasn't hiding anything nearby. For some reason, I doubt he gave this to me out of the goodness of his heart. Hey, let's go! I took a Madeline out of the box. Nothing happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Setting the box and questions to held aside, I turned to Mochida. There hasn't been another incident related to Adonis today, right? Right. Consecutive incidents happened yesterday and the day before, both likely tied to Adonis. There was no guarantee that there wouldn't be a third. A thick and oppressive tension hung in the air. Robert, it's pissing me off. It's that meme for me. Why is he like this? He doesn't piss me he doesn't piss me off as much as Takeru does. But he's not earning himself any favors exactly. He's very much hitting my fucking dislike of being talked to condescendingly hard. He's hitting that trigger of mine hard. And it's only second, he's second to Takeru at least, so I can get through his out, I think, without cussing him out too much. I know you love Yuki very much. I know you love Shiraishi very much. As I had reported to Mochida about yesterday's questioning and what happened afterwards. Should have stopped Shiraishi, even if I had to be forceful about it. I intend to visit Miss Takeuchi later today and formally apologize to her. What? No, you shouldn't have to do that. I couldn't ask you to go out of your way. Oh, Mochida's such a good guy! I love Mochida! I wish we had a platonic route with Mochida. I wish we had a platonic route with him. Like, I know he has a wife, so which is why I say a platonic route instead of romantic route. But like, just a platonic route where we get really close as friends and as superior and subordinates, and we have this whole Watson and Sherlock Holmes kind of not dynamic, but like we're like Sherlock and Holmes and Sherlock Holmes and and like just like we solved the X Day together, and I think that would be fun, even as a spin-off. Sir, that's not exactly something to brag about. I didn't know if it was accidental or on purpose, but Mochida's words gave me a renewed desire to go and visit Miss Takeuchi. Mochida reached out and pressed the doorbell. A few moments later,
新宿警察署の持田正信と申します。先日は部下がご迷惑をおかけして申し訳ありません。今日は改めてお詫びをですね。
必要ありません。警察は情報を手に入れるためなら、こちらの気持ちなんておかも不愉快です。帰ってください。
いや、ですからその件について改めて。
no matter what Mochida tried to say, it was obvious Miss Takeuchi wasn't going to listen. Damn.
これ以上刺激するわけにはいかないし、今日のところは引き下がるしかないか。
Yeah. I followed after him, my shoulders drooping. It was my job to listen to people complain, but I had to sit through more than one heated rant. But once someone shuts down, that was it. If Shiraishi had given a little more thought to what he said, we might have been able to get some more information out of her. Things wouldn't have wound up this bad, that's for sure. Oh? I felt myself getting frustrated with Shiraishi all over again when I noticed someone walking up. It's the old lady! Hello, ma'am.
そういえばこの近くにお住まいでしたね。
すぐそこにね。それより聞いたわよ。最近また事件があったんでしょ。二人はその聞き込み。
Not today, ma'am. We're out on other business.
そう。9月にさとみちゃんのとこに警察が来てたから、またかと思ったわ。
Satomi? Could she mean? Do you mean Miss Takeuchi? She does live nearby. Would you happen to know her?
昔からよく知ってるわよ。気立てのいい子だもの。
Aww.
でも9月の時はだいぶ神経質になってたわね。
Old troubles? Mochida and I exchanged a glance. Really? Would you mind telling us a little more about that, ma'am?
本人から直接事情を聞いたわけじゃないけど、それでもいいの？
Of course, thank you. Not entirely. On one hand, I don't know. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
9月に起きた事件なんだけどね。どうやらあの事件にさとみちゃんの元教え子が関係してたみたいなの。教え子って言っても10年も前に受け持ってた。
I just on one hand, his methods are valid in that they work, but I don't think they're methods that I know work and that police actually use, but I think the protagonist is right. I don't think that was the time to use those tactics. We don't have enough information to risk her shutting down like she did in the story. I feel like there are other methods that they could have done in order to get a better result. Hi, Rekka. Yes, both the murderer and the victim were in a homeroom class. Remember? Or right? Correct? I can't read.
警察が聞き込みに来た時もあの頃のことをいろいろ聞かれた
The sight of Miss Takeuchi's panicked face as Shiraishi grilled her flitted across my mind. So something did happen while she was still a teacher at the free school. No. That was very interesting, ma'am. I'm sure it'll be helpful to us in solving the case. We said our goodbyes to the elderly woman and continued walking. I glanced over at Mochida. Looks like Shiraishi and I touched on a delicate subject with Miss Takeuchi yesterday. Hell yes! Get them stealth kills! I know it's gonna be difficult after what happened yesterday, but even if it's something that isn't connected to our cases, I'd still like to help Miss Takeuchi deal with whatever was bothering her. Yes, sir. There's no guarantee the information I got would be worth the time we spent to get it. That's what Shiraishi said anyway, but I had my own way of doing things. Mochida's words helped me renew my faith in that. Returning to the station, I sat down to clean up some paperwork and answer some phone calls. Next time I looked up, it was dusk. I didn't have much time to look into anything about that free school situation today. I'd love the chance to question other people who are connected to it. I decided to flip through the reports for other people I might be able to track down. I'd scanned halfway down the page when I heard the sound of footsteps drawing close. Ooh? Look, guy! Not quite sure what was going on. I got up and followed after them. They took me to an interrogation room. Questioning? Oh god, this is gonna be about the fucking excuse he made. Damn it, the fucking sweets weren't worth it. Even more confused, I lowered myself into a seat. Mukai sat across from me, looking businesslike. Oh god. My hands are shaking, guys. My hands are shaking. No, you're making me nervous. Sakuragawa, please. Mercy. Yes. With no idea what she was about to ask, I braced myself for the worst. What? Wait, what? No, seriously, where did that question come from? No, that never happened. You're mistaken. I'm telling you that didn't happen. She just made the whole thing up to mess with you. I can't show you that. What? No, I can't show you, but the reason isn't because of anything that's going on between us. What does that mean? Ah! No! 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 Ugh. details? How could I do that? He just left on my desk. Considering the two curious stares burning a hole through me, I can't exactly stay silent. Well, it is true that I get sweets from him. Apparently I've been having interesting reactions. Lately he's been messing with me just to amuse himself. The box of pastries was on my desk when I came in this morning. I thought it had to be a prank. Right. I know, Sakuragawa, I know. Sakuragawa, who had been leaning over me, stepped back. Mukai relaxed in her chair. Absolutely. Yes. We stared silently at each other for a beat. Oh, thank God. The two of them turned on me, their smiles, eyes, and nasty glint on their eyes. Gladly! Holy shit, gladly. Both of them had expressions of devilish glee. Suddenly I had a very bad feeling about this. I opened my mouth to try and back out. My dad came in, he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, streaming. He was like, why? I just flipped him off. I love my dad. Right. Seeing how determined they both were, I realized there was no other way out for me. He deserves it though, he deserves it. Done for the day, I collected my things and headed to the crime lab to carry out my first mission. It's just Shiraishi though. He'll probably figure out the whole thing in the second he sees me. Not that I could get out of it anyway. I stopped in front of the door and took a deep breath before knocking. Shiraishi opened the door and saw me, his eyes widened. Only a second later did his unusual smirk pop up. Actually, I'm here to see you. Can we like not? Right. I stepped into the demon's den and shot an unsteady glance at Shiraishi. You see, I'm sorry. Our difference of opinion on questioning was his embarrassing me at the party. I thought there was no way we could get along. I really thought that, but you gave me those pastries this morning, right? I haven't thanked you for them yet, so thanks. Bowed when I looked up. Shiraishi was staring at me, jaw dangling open. What the fuck? Ew. Fucking bots. That one's new. Coming here just feels awkward, yes, if that's what you're asking. But that was a very expensive gift, and I didn't not like it. I decided to thank him before Mukai and Sakuragawa had dragged me off for questioning. Even Shiraishi deserved proper courtesy.
まあいいや。機嫌を直してくれたなら送った甲斐があったよ。
Two things can be true at once. I could be grateful and then also be mad at you. Samita looked kind of happy. Found that surprising, especially considering I expected the gift to carry ulterior motives. Fuck, I can't fucking speak! Did he really have no sinister purpose for it? Looking at it that way made me suddenly wonder if I should really have gone through with the mission that Mukai had given me. No, I don't. It's just I could still be able to turn back. In fact, I even took a step back to leave. Mukai! Apparently he's been spying us from the outside the crime lab door. Right, yeah.
それはよかった。俺も君と仲良くしたいと思ってる。
He knows we're lying. He has to by now.
でしたら主任、星野さんをご自宅に招いて夕食を作ってもらってはいかがです？彼女、料理が得意なようですし、食卓を共にすることで。
No, I don't want to. You can't make me. You can't make me. Noticing my hesitation, Mukai pushed forward, her voice growing a notch louder. The full scope of my mission was to go to Shiraishi's house and find something embarrassing. I remember him saying that he almost never invited anyone over to his place. He's almost sure to say no. Halfway hoping he would, I awaited his response. God damn it. Huh? God damn it. Yeah, it's great. He said yes. That meant I had little choice but to carry out the plan. Great, just dealing with Shiraishi alone is a enough hurdle to clear. Trying to hide my unease, I left the station with Shiraishi, Mukai cheerfully waving us behind. We hadn't gone very far when Shiraishi stopped and turned to me. No. I will. And we'll stop by the grocery store. I turned and headed towards the closest grocery store. Shiraishi followed, grinning. Yes. Whenever I have the time, I try to make something instead of going out to eat. Oh, fuck you! It was backhanded and snarky as usual, but something about it made me stop and think. Are you trying to make honest small talk? Shiraishi asked me questions to analyze my answers and observe my behavior. I thought that was the only reason, but maybe there was something more to it. If he thought of me as a doll with the collar that happened to be attached, the collar happened to be attached to, why give me a gift? Then there was his reaction when I thanked him. Was he actually trying to be nice to me? I couldn't be sure, though, not yet. Jeez, I totally don't get him. I don't get him either, my girl. Not for a while, not quite sure how to feel, I hurried towards the grocery store. Half an hour later, Shiraishi sauntered along, his hands free, empty, while both my arms were laden with bags. Because, of course, that would happen, because Shiraishi is a piece of shit non-gentleman. Sheesh. I didn't mean to buy nearly this much stuff. Of course, I hadn't expected Shiraishi to toss intriguing veggies or seasonings into the cart. I put back anything I didn't need, but there was still this much left. Can I really use all this?
よたよたしてるけど、俺も荷物持った方がいいのかな。
No, I'm fine.
普通女性はこういう時男を頼るよね。男の方が力。
Never mind, I don't want him to carry it. Not all women do. The world doesn't always follow your standard procedure in your analytics. Many men will simply pick up one or all the bags before a woman has a chance, but you didn't. You're an outlier too. Everything follows data's predictions. Oops, maybe that was a little harsh. Ew. Oh, right. This is Shiraishi. Not sure how to respond to what I wasn't sure it was a compliment. We headed to Shiraishi's place. He led me to a large, modern-looking condo building. I'm the first? Haven't you invited Yanagi or the other guys from the team before? Fair enough! I wouldn't want to come back either! Shiraishi stuck his key in the door lock. Okay, thanks for inviting me. Though technically this was still just for my mission, visiting a man's home alone still made me nervous. I tried to pretend I was calm, quickly walking inside and setting the groceries on the table. Shiraishi watched me like a hawk. His eyes didn't miss a single move I made. At this rate, I won't have the opportunity to dig up anything embarrassing dirt on him. I tried to think of something to distract him, but nothing came to mind. Maybe Shiraishi would start a conversation. Right then, he took his coat off and spoke up. Oh, okay. Breathe a sigh of relief. For some reason, that made Shiraishi laugh. Huh? I feel like a masochist being here. I'm not. It's just, you did look after me when I passed out last night. You did give me gifts, so it seemed like, I don't know, a chance for me to say thank you. Okay. It was almost a letdown how easily he gave up and left me alone. But now at least I can look around a bit. I did feel a little guilty about doing this, but a home tells a lot about a person. I might be able to learn more about him this way. Of course, there was always the possibility that I'd discover something I was happier not knowing. Like, say, evidence was that Shiraishi was somehow actively working as a mole for Adonis in the X-Day incidents. Never mind looking for dirt on him. I just think of this as a better way to get to know him better. I took off my coat and glanced around the room. I really didn't want to do a full room search, but I couldn't exactly back out now. Shiraishi, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go right through your private things. I'm not sorry. Firstly, I picked up the file folder stacked haphazardly on the kitchen counter. Here's on an investigation, maybe? I told myself it'd be a quick peek, peeling back in the corner of the folder. My eyes were greeted by a stack of cat photos. No, this has to be some kind of ruse. The real data's gotta be in there somewhere. Convincing myself of that, I opened the file and thoroughly checked all over the photos. Yup, cat calf. Aw, they're adorable. Caught up in the moment, I felt myself grinning. Oops, right, this isn't what I'm here for. Still, Shiraishi still is really a hardcore cat fans here if he does all this. I can't fucking speak. Bookshelf. Curious about what kind of books he reads, I pulled up the random volume on the bookshelf. Charts, diagrams, books and statistics. Maybe it's part of his profiling resource? Under Hard Jerking Love Confession. It's that fucking book! I knew this looked familiar. It's the same book Enomoto had on his desk. No pages marked with stickies though. doubt he... Yup. Sofa. What's on the sofa? Damn it. Oop. Can't bring myself to actually open any drawers or cabinet stuff. That's going too far. That's when I spotted the bedroom. Sakuragawa had told me that I must search under his bed if all possible. It's the last thing I'll search. But he's in there! Crouching down, I peeked under the bed. Fuck! I knew it. No, not really. Ah! I spun around towards the voice. There, she stood staring at me. Well, you see... To hide it all would be counterproductive. I should be honest and tell him. Bukai asked me to search your place to see if we could get any dirt on you. Yup. Well, of course he knew from the beginning, this fucking bitch. He knew already, say so. Yes, I should have said so much earlier, but I have to admit I did this all of my free will. However, I wish I could rewind time before anyone said anything about me coming here. Of course, that's impossible. I'm very sorry for being rude. As promised, I'll cook you dinner now. I straightened up and took a step forward to the kitchen, but Shiraishi blocked my way. I know that. Look, it's not that I have faith in you. I have faith that Mukai wouldn't send me on a mission to go here if you were really that dangerous. Huh? Oh! Fun! His hand shot out and grabbed my wrist. And in a flash, he had me pinned to the wall. What? Shiraishi wasn't smiling his usual smile. He leaned close enough for me to feel his breath on my cheeks. I tried to squirm away. His hand clamped down on my wrist. Kick him in the balls! Kick him in the balls! Kick him in the balls! Kick the bastard in the balls! I squirmed harder. Shiraishi just leaned further to his face coming closer and closer to mine. Shiraishi. Stop. This is a terrible prank. Kick him in the balls! I'm going to kick him in the balls already! His words washed over me like a cold torrent. I couldn't find my voice to say anything back. What he was saying could be taken as a warning or as a threat. I had no idea why he was saying all this. He had to have a reason. I didn't know what. We were both people. I thought that more than I saw him, the more I would grow to know him. But it was the exact opposite. The more I talked to him, the less I understood him less and less. I don't understand you, Shiraishi. You gave me that gift. Was that trying to meet you halfway, right? So I thought... Eh.
結局さ、物で解決するのが一番手っ取り早いでしょ。調べたらあのお菓子女性に人気らしいし。
God, I fucking hate him so much right now. Kick him in the balls already!
そんなにショック。経緯はどうあれもらって嬉しかったでしょ。
I wasn't happy because you gave me something expensive or popular.
どうしてそんなに怒るの。せっかく俺も誠意を見せた。
That's not what I'm getting at. Ugh, why do I have to make you get it? No matter what words I chose or how I tried to phrase things, none of it got through to him.
君と俺は対極の場所にいる。例えばアドニスがしてることの捉え方にしてもそうだ。この世は支配するものとされるもので成り立ってる。君からすればアドニスの行いは否定すべきものかもしれん。でも肯定してる人間は4月の動画が流れた時の反応。君も
Yes.
アドニスが日本再生のカウントダウンを始めた時、世界が色めきだ。
Do you include yourself in that group of everyone that you're referencing?
俺は時の流れに身を任せるだけだよ。世界なんてどうでもいいからね。
You don't care?
取り繕うことに意味なんてない。これが俺なんだからさ。それとも君が認識してた俺は違った？
Kick him in the balls! Girl, please! Even after he stepped back and let me go, I couldn't move right away.
もし俺が君を狙う犯罪者なら、この部屋なんて殺すにはうってつけだよ。いい加減自覚できた？痛い。
First of all, no, it would not. There's someone who knows I'm here that actually would report you if something happened to me. But also, they could easily search your room and find evidence, so I don't know what you mean.
そんなに怯えないでよ。俺は君に死んでもらったら困るから。
Fuck you.
親切でしつけた。
I don't need that kind of lesson. Said that he did it for my sake, but there was no care or concern to back it up. How could he expect me to feel any gratitude in return? When I looked up at Shiraishi, I saw him. When he looked at me, I doubted he truly saw me. Shiraishi, you aren't really worried about me or any emotional meaning of a level, are you? You just don't like the idea of your favorite toy getting broken. There's no care in that. Stop trying to manipulate my feelings. I'm not a doll. I'm not a toy for you to play with. Damn broke. Words flooded out of my mouth. I was so confused and hurt that I couldn't stop them. To me, you are frustrating. Aggravating. More than that, you're a sad, sad man. You may think of me as a doll, but to me, you're the doll. One without a heart or soul. Shaishi stared at me, his eyes widening. I thought he would rip into me with some kind of counter-argument, but he didn't say a word. I'm sorry I said I would cook for you, but don't think I can do that right now. Goodbye. Damn, I'm sorry, dude. Snatched up my coat and my bag and made a beeline for the door. I left the condo building as soon as I humanly possible. Stepping outside, I sighed in relief. I actually said everything I was thinking. I believe in you! Clear that mill whore. I said what I said. I said what I said. I was so sure he would have some kind of counter ready. That he didn't was a big surprise. Maybe I overdid it. No, if I did, that would just make us even. If it wasn't for my collar, I wouldn't have met Shiraishi the way I did.
いや、これっきりでしょう。君とは仕事の管轄がまるっきり違うし、俺覚える。
After he said that, I wanted to make him remember my name no matter what. But with things having gone this sour, I guess that's not going to happen. I made the deal with Shiraishi because I needed to investigate the station. But that was a verbal deal. It's not binding. If I wanted to, there's nothing stopping me from looking into any other instance. But I couldn't just drop the September case, not if Miss Takeuchi was involved somehow. I'd keep working, even if I had to go it alone. No matter what it took, I would not give up. Besides, if I discover something new, I could just report it to Yanagi's team at the office myself. As for Mukai's mission, I could probably just send her a text. Didn't find anything on Shiraishi. After the night, I'll try to ensure I never have contact with him again. I CC'd Sakuragawa on the text to be safe and put my phone away. As long as I avoided the crime lab, I probably wouldn't cross paths with Shiraishi at all. I haven't even bothered to remember my name. I'm sure it won't take him long to forget all that I exist. Feeling something not quite sadness, not quite resignation, I made my way home. Fuck him! His areas are starting to look deserted. I walked down an empty seat and... What the fuck? Hey, yo! What the fuck? Huh? I heard someone talking to herself. No one's there. Am I hearing things? I'm kind of curious. I decided I wasn't just hearing things and tried to listen closer. Oh no, it's her! Fuck! It was it was a woman's voice. I felt like something was seriously wrong. Is she get caught up in some incident? I couldn't hear the faint voice, but I tried to pinpoint the source. The source. I'm proud to pinpoint the source. Oh fuck, I knew it. It's her. As I saw a woman holding her head in their hands and crouching on the ground. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just passing by. Are you okay? Even in darkness, I could tell the woman was scared. I recognize her face. Do you feel sick or... Please, calm down. A police officer. Ah, fuck. Why do we keep mentioning that? Whenever we mention we're a police officer, we die. Come on, you just signed your death warrant. Yes, so if there's something you want to tell me... She's not listening. Of course she's not. I have to assume she's deranged. She stood up shakily and began to approach me slowly. Oh, please wait. Walking around at night like this is dangerous. If you're going home, I'll escort you. I wondered whether to call for backup or continue talking to her. Oh, huh? She suddenly tackled me, and at the same time I felt a strange heat coming from my chest. Yep, I fucking called it. I heard a laugh from far away. When I realized she stabbed me in the heart, it was already too late. My entire body started pulsing like my heart. So hot, yet I feel no pain. While listening to those incomprehensible words, my consciousness slipped away. Yup, we died. I knew this would happen. Fuck. I didn't save. Okay, okay. Thank God we could do that. Run home. I don't believe in ghosts, but this is scary. But damn, what happened? I assumed it was just my imagination and hurried on home. Yep, don't want to die this time. We saw the ending. Don't want to die. Yep. Oh, wow, that's a lot of... It's a week. A whole week. Don't be a pussy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I believe in you. I think you should just rip the band-aid off quick. Just rip the band-aid off. Don't even think about it, bro. I hit my mic. Oops. Maybe the reason why I keep getting shit in my eyes is because my fucking glasses are so nasty. Week has passed since I fled Shinaishi's condo. I almost said Congo. That's not what. That's not. Shinaishi does not live in Congo. We haven't seen each other at all. I had meant to investigate X-Day cases, but in the time I could find outside my SRCPO duties, but... On the 11th, 3 office workers were pushed off the roof to their death. Yesterday, on the 15th, a bomb went off in the Tokyo government building, killing 3 more people. Damn it, that was fucking Akito. Adonis was striking with such frequency that my investigation didn't have time to progress. Since the start of December, schools have closed due to X-Day circumstances more often than not. Kazuki's high school was no exception. On those days, he always hung out with Akito. I keep telling him it's dangerous to go outside, but he refuses to listen to me. I was worried for him, but my days were dominated by the deluge of calls coming in to the SRCPO. I haven't been able to check in on Miss Takeuchi. I can't let things keep going like this. I have to claw out some free time. Ugh! Is that you? I couldn't hang up the phone without it promptly ringing again. Before I knew it, it was noon. Tell me about it. Mochida had been dealing with the same crush of calls I had. He looked wary. Oh, I know. I think I still have the chocolate I bought, some of that chocolate I bought earlier. Nothing like sugar to pick up when you were nothing like sugar to pick up when you're feeling down. I opened my desk drawer, but the first thing I saw wasn't my chocolate bar. It was the box of pastries. You kept that in your drawer? Dude, there's no way that's good. Ugh, I didn't really want to remember that. What should I? Here, you can have these if you want. He's probably busy doing profiling for all the incidents have been appearing. Oh, he's the worst. He's completely tactless. He always deliberately tries to mess with people. He treats everyone as if they're toys. Look, he's a piece of shit, okay? Mochida, don't take too much of a liking to him. He's a bad influence. You're a good man, Mochida. I suddenly realized I was leaning over my desk and shouting. I quickly took a breath and sat down. I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. I don't know if anyone can deal with that guy. Oh wait, maybe it was because they were close in age, but I remember Yanagi talking to him like a friend. Unfortunately. That wasn't a gift, but a calculated bribe intended to buy a favorable opinion. After spending time together with him, I knew that for better or worse, he was an upfront person. He said what he did and did what he said. Even his interrogation wasn't necessarily wrong. I just wish you could understand my position. But in the end, none of my words ever seemed to penetrate his skull. Yes, of course. We're very sorry for the inconvenience. Have a nice day. Finishing up my shift, taking complaint calls. I switched places with the incoming shift. Could really use a quiet evening of rest. I collected my things and stepped into the hall. Shiraishi. The second I saw him, I reflexively ducked and hid behind a corner. Not that I have any reason to hide from him. I just didn't know how to best deal with him. Thinking I could hang back and wait for him to leave, I heard two other officers from the same department walking by gossiping.
あれが噂の白石景之。2年前のアドニス解体に貢献したとかいう。そうそう。だから今回新宿署に呼ばれたらしいけどさ、未だに犯人逮捕に至ってないとか。単独行動が目立つみたいだし、ちゃんと働いてるのが怪しい。こっちは事件が起こるたびにあちこち駆けずり回ってるってのに、気楽なもんだ。
Is that what others think of him? He was a famous eccentric, but this is the first what I've heard of what others thought of his work ethic. I doubt Shiraishi cares one way or another about what others think of him. But never mind his attitude, he was certainly not the kind of person to slack off his job. I didn't feel right for people to blame him for the investigation not getting any results. Yet, I saw the bad parts of him and decided to completely avoid him. That isn't much different. Well, you have good reason to avoid him, girl! He fucking pinned you to a wall! I don't know what you expect yourself to do. Yes, he had ulterior motives, but he was one of the few people that saw me, an SRCPO officer who hears the voice of the people as necessary. My job was to sit and listen to what others had to say when no one else would. Was it really right for me to have given up without really trying to understand him? You did try! And he pinned you against the wall! Probably wasn't. No! Girl! And I thought I'd given up. I told myself the words would not reach him no matter how well I tried. But can't condone the methods that approved the sacrifice of innocence. If I give up now, I'd be making a liar and hypocrite of myself. Yeah, they may be platitudes, but they're only meaningless if I don't see them through. Girl! But if I went up to him and tried to talk now, I'd just wind up back in the same situation. Talking directly gets me nowhere. My only option is to get info on him from others. Preferably someone who knew him well and somehow still considered him a friend. Yanagi might know about aspects of Shiraishi that I haven't seen yet. Making sure Shiraishi was nowhere around, I dashed to the office as fast as I could. Walking in quickly, I noticed that Yanagi was the only one there. Where's everyone else? No, I actually came today hoping I could ask your advice on something. I summarized what happened between Shiraishi's eyes and nervously asked, and I thought you might be someone who knew Shiraishi better than most. Could I please get some insight about him? That would be plenty, please. I bowed deeply. Yanagi sighed and looked into the distance like he could see past it. Huh? Why not? Do you know how or why it became like that? I couldn't think of what to say after that. Then, how did you get to be good friends with him? Yanagi has the patience of a saint. He truly is the mom character of the group. But unlike with most people, it seems like you talk to him as an equal. What? Simple? Should I see? Klutz? Yes? Expecting to hear some sort of trick to figuring him out, I felt a little disappointed. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you might have known inside of him that no one else. Damn, okay! So grateful, okay? Is that really all it is? I tried. I couldn't imagine myself building any sort of relationship with Shiraishi anymore. Huh? He's contrary. He gleefully fans the flames of an argument, does nothing but make people anxious. If I didn't have to be polite, I'd say Shiraishi is one massive pain in the ass. You're so right, Queen. Go off. But I wasn't innocent either. I wanted him to understand me, but had I tried to understand him? I don't think I like Shiraishi. When he comes to investigation, he can't give me any advice without making it a trial. Well, maybe not, but... Can't help but think he isn't particularly interested in trying to understand me. Those aren't so easy to see clearly. Their dynamic is literally left brain, right brain. I don't even know that's possible. She's very emotional and emotionally attached, and like she's more in tune with feelings and social stuff, while he's more left brain, left brain. All logic, nothing else. No empathy. No ability to communicate. That's all he is. His words flicked on a light bulb in my head. I can tell he's gonna tease me and mess with me and find all the ways to entertain myself at my expense. But I'll try. I will, thanks. With that gentle push from Yanagi, I made up my mind to confront Shiraishi once again. Putting on the stack of reports I gotten from HQ on my desk, I settled into my chair. First, I had examined the crime scene. Come back, do research, profile, then return. All this work hardly gave me time to breathe. Of course, this is exactly the time when someone actually tries to call me. Wondering who it could be, I checked my phone and blinked in surprise. Oh my god, Yanagi!
首輪の毒が発動して死んじゃったとか。
違う。さっき彼女が事務所に来た。機嫌を取るどころか悪化させたそうだな。
ああ、そのこと。そうなんだよ。事件も一人で調べるって言い出してさ。面倒見てあげようとしてもそっぽ向いたり逃げてったり。何が気に食わないんだろうね。
彼女には彼女の意志がある。それに、お前の手を借りるほど弱い人間でもない。お前のことを知ろうと。俺のところに。
何それ。もう俺とは関わりたくないって顔だったの。
There was no more inconveniences in her life if she did just choose to avoid me. Her only desire was the removal of the collar. It seemed like some nebulous sense of justice was compelling her to solve the X-Day cases, but if she needed help, it didn't have to be from me. Yanagi would be far more suitable partner.
他には俺を疑ってるから探りたいって気持ちが強いのか。
But if that's the case, I can't see the necessity for her to cooperate with a person she hates so much she'd actively desire to avoid me. She still had several avenues for investigation that did not involve interacting with me. Why is she fixated on me? It was weird.
お前はどうするんだ。このままにしておくのか。
I was used to being hated and avoided. Even if they actively attempted to get closer, if I was uninterested, it was goodbye. Unfortunately, this is the one time there were reasons that I could not just ignore her. Stop trying to manipulate my feelings. I'm not a doll. I'm not some toy for you to play with. You may think of me as a doll, but to me, you're the doll. One without a heart or soul. I didn't really care what people said to me, but that one felt like a barb that hit its mark.
現実のこの様子じゃ独房にも苦情がさっと聞き流せばいいのに、彼女はリチーに話を聞いてるんだろうな。何か元気になるものをあげたら喜ぶ。
This would be much easier if she was one of those girls that would get happy with anything expensive. But that sort of girl would be so predictable. Girls! I'm fucking rude now. I'm back. I was crying in a corner, putting gauze on my toe, and got me a comfy. Ooh, that actually sounds nice. A comfy hoodie. A good cry. I'm sorry, that sounds so nice to me. I'm kidding. Mostly.
感情とかそんな形のないもの分かり合うなんて幻想だっていうの。
I had never needed to do anything like that in my job before. It was difficult to grasp. If I could just ignore her, I would. But given the position I was in, I couldn't. I grimaced at my own choice of words. Good thing she didn't hear that. I can already hear her saying, "Wow, Shiraishi, I never knew you cared about your position."
気にするんだよ、これでも。与えられた役割を果たすためには彼女と親しくなるのが絶対条件。さすがに同じ方法で攻めても彼女は逃げていくだろうし、困ったな。
Even after Yanagi ended our call, I kept thinking about what the next correct move would be. In the end, I decided, oh boy, next day! If I was going to confront him, sooner was better. Get it over with. When lunch break finally rolled around, I would muster my courage and go to the crime lab. At least that had been the plan. But when I arrived at my work this morning, Shiraishi was waiting for me at my desk. And for some reason, he was looking at me like he wasn't sure what to do. Why is he so pathetic? Fuck. I see it. I see it now. I don't like it personally, but I see what insanity sees. He's pathetic. Holy shit, he's pathetic. Hold on. I can see it clearly.